rubber meets the road, we stand tall. Through the grit and grind, we answer the call. Voices rising loud like a storm untamed. This is where the difference gets its name. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need.
Network here in the Fishbowl, broadcasting live from Fishbowl Studios here in Bedford, Texas. It is Hump Day. We are proudly sponsored by Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack. Oh, Pitbull, what's going on?
Oh, just another day, another dollar.
Man, that weather this weekend in Texas was really knocked some people out.
It did, and we're gonna get in some updates about that with one of our dear places, the Fort Worth Aviation Museum.
Yeah, in Springtown and what is it, Runaway Bay?
Mm-hmm.
Man, our hearts and thoughts are going out to you guys. They got hit hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got hit hard. You never can predict the Texas weather. It is crazy.
She's
even
bipolar.
now, she is definitely bipolar. Man, we got a great show for you today. We have Robert DeMarco, first grade detective out of the NYPD. First grade.
Well,
there's 3 grades.
What does that mean?
There's 3 grades.
What does that mean?
Well,
in cop world.
Well, when you're a first grader, the pay scale is a lot higher. See, I'm a 3rd grade. I was 3rd grade.
So it's opposite of
So I was a little it was, and it's who you know, and you get made. It's like it's almost like La Costa Nostra. You go from a wise guy and you get made. They open up the books and they're like, hey, we're gonna make you first grade.
New York legal.
We got Robert DeMarco, and he just came out with this new book, his first book. It's called what is it? The Line That Held. I want to make sure I said it right.
Is that him in a prison outfit in the back? Or is he just like orange?
He's just orange.
Oh, he just likes orange.
Yeah, no, he's not in prison. Yeah, the line that held.
I thought it was like,
But this book, man, I read the first couple of chapters, and it's already captivated me into the story. I can't wait to read the rest of it, and I'm going to hear a lot from Robert DeMarco when he comes on later on in the hour.
Robert DeMarco.
And then we got Brandon Shaw with the upcoming Walnut, Texas, the Rattlesnake Rally, man.
Yes.
It's going to be our first year.
So many things going on at that rally. I can't keep up. There's like a fight. There's like.
You got an MMA fight. They got midget wrestling. They got beer vendors. They got everything going on.
I know my friends aren't. Well, I know your wife's not going, and I know my best friend's not going.
Well, they'll just stay away from the ring. Stay away from the ring.
They can stay at the beer tent.
There you go. So we're gonna have Brandon Shaw coming on and tell us all about how you could be a part of that rally. And then we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna hear from our sponsor, Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack. Then we're gonna come back and talk about Hops for Props that we did this weekend. Yes. So stay tuned right after this.
Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Glenn Larson Law and Biker Wolfpack Law. And I got one simple concept today. Don't be a tough guy. Don't try to do it on your own. And also, don't talk to the bad guys. So what do I mean? Don't be a tough guy means go get medical attention right away and tell the doctors everything that's wrong with you. Make sure to do that, because if you don't, it's going to mess up your case. Number 2, if you have a problem with your roof, do you hire a roofer? If you have an injury situation and you need help, hire legal professional representation. Our firm is one of those firms, and we stand ready to help. Number 3, most importantly, heaven forbid, do not speak to the insurance companies without legal representation. That's it in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
You're good, man. Yeah, I sent you the link.
This whole town could be red by the end of the day.
All right, welcome back to 99% Radio Network. Man, that was Tattoo Mark and the Tattoo Mark Foundation. Woo! They are in studio today as well, man, because they've been out gathering teddy bears and networking and doing everything they can to because it's all about the kids, man. It's all about the kids. So let's talk about Hops and Props this past weekend. Saturday was
what
an
do you
amazing.
remember of Hops and Props? I'm just kidding.
Well, getting back to the bipolar weather, it was horrible in the morning, and then all of a sudden the skies were beautiful, and it was a nice day, and it was, a lot of fun, a lot of beer vendors out there.
Windy, and it's always windy,
but it was
because
cool.
you're on the airfield. It's always windy when you go out there, but it always ends up to be a great day, and it turned out to be beautiful that day.
Oh yeah,
as it always does. It was a little hot, not gonna lie, a
little bit.
But,
Well,
hey,
you were in polyester.
I was in polyester.
You were in polyester. You were in pinup polyester.
Pinup polyester.
Pinup polyester.
They need to put that on the label for your laundry needs.
Well, Jim Hodges and his team did an amazing job. They knocked it out of the park once again.
We had a great location.
Oh yeah,
I love being right next to the breweries.
And we got so many great interviews with those craft brewers, and they take such pride in their beer. And every one of them that we tasted, I was like, oh my God, one's better than the next.
I kind of stuck with more the lighter beers this time because I knew it was going to be hot. I do love my darker beers like my porters and stouts, and there was a couple out there, but yeah, I was sticking with the shandies and the red lager, the reds.
Oh yeah, but what was that? Remember the one that orange
shandy.
with the summer shandy?
The orange one, no, the orange one. That one was from
St. Arnold's.
No, gosh, it was called Sport, and it had electrolytes in it.
Oh yeah, it was good.
It had electrolytes.
It was healthy
in it. It
healthy,
was a healthy
craft
beer.
Healthy craft beer.
Was that wrong? No. I can picture
Texas
the tent.
Brewery.
It was on the front row, second one back. It's our second interview.
I don't remember, but all the beers were great. Thank you to all the craft beer vendors that were out there supporting the Fort Worth Aviation Museum. This is their one and only.
They had crawfish there too.
Did you take some home with you?
I did take some home.
How was it?
It was good. The car ride home was not fun. Because
were you eating crawfish
no,
while you were driving?
Just the smell of I love the smell of Cajun food and crawfish, but when you're in a Jeep with the windows up because it's raining and it's like but then I got home and I put on my gloves and I went straight to town.
There you go.
Half a victory roll. Yeah.
But all the craft beer vendors, then you had all the warbirds out there looking at some of those the helicopters, the Blue Angels paintings, the helicopter rides, all the vendors that were out there selling their crafts, and then you had some great music being played. It was just a fun day overall, and this is the one and only fundraiser that the Fort Worth Aviation Museum does so they can keep their doors open. And there were a lot of kids out there. There were a lot of kids out there that really showed an interest in aviation, and it shows our next generation, which I thought was amazing as well. You had like the young Marines, the reenactors out there, just doing a lot of stuff going on. Probably needs to be a 2-day event because you can't see it all in one day,
I don't know if I can do 2 days.
Oh, we could stimulate it.
Unless there's an IV bar.
Yeah. Oh, I am sure we could get a rolling refrigerator or something in there for you.
Little IV bar. Just walk around with my little stick. IV.
But as great as the day was, and I know the Fort Worth Aviation Museum is going to need everybody's help on this one. The storms that came through North Texas right after that event. They didn't have a chance to cover all the planes and all those warbirds, and some of the building got damaged from those baseball size hail, and some of that stuff is irreplaceable because some of those helicopters and some of those planes were from Vietnam era, and
well, not even just the planes, the roof
came
of
in.
The museum collapsed in a little bit, so a lot of the collectibles and things that they had inside that were delicate got damaged. So a lot of things got damaged.
So if you can, go to the Fort Worth Aviation Museum website, make your donation if you can.
We've shared the GoFundMe page.
Every little bit helps to bring them back, because I know now they're going to be closed for the next couple of weeks.
Because everything they raised was to keep the doors open is now recovery efforts.
Yeah.
So We gotta help them out.
Let's band together. This is a really great place for the kids, for
mind's
everybody,
thinking
for Fort Worth. We
fundraiser
don't
event.
want to lose it. They bring a lot to the community. So if anything you can do,
So
please
all my
help
breweries,
help
I'm
them out.
gonna get
Yeah.
a hold of you because we might need to come together and do a little fundraiser event.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
But otherwise, man, throughout the day it was great. We got to show off our new tent. You know, Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack purchased us a brand new 99 tent.
With our
And
face on it.
oh my God, it was, I tell you, everybody that's seen that tent, it was a hit. It was a hit.
My face is like this big.
I know.
I'm still pinching myself on the fact that I turn around, I'm like, that's my face.
That's your face. Yeah, that was a lot of fun though. It was good. Good. I want to thank Rob Howell with Sun God Graphics for
Mhm.
designing the tent. So
Mhm.
it was
In
really
his
a big
costume.
It was yeah. He was in another flight uniform. Like I said, man, there was a lot going on. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of great food, a lot of great beers, a lot of great vendors. There was even some reptile vendors.
Was
stuff
there
for the
rep-
kid-
really?
Yeah.
I didn't see
Oh,
those.
my kid loves that. Every year they go to the reptiles.
Oh wow, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that. See, there was so much to do there.
Mhm.
You know, you just
Yes.
you end up missing stuff.
It was a lot. It definitely is one of my favorite festivals because you bring in history and craft beers. I love it.
I tell you, this really changed my whole aspect on craft beers because I used to be like,
It's
oh no,
science.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with the domestic stuff, you
The
know.
piss water.
Yeah, and this just brings a whole variety of different whatever your
Mixology.
mood is, man. You can just drink to whatever your mood is.
It's a mixology.
It's a mixology.
science.
Yeah, it's a
It's a mad
science.
science. It is. Because I mean, like, depends on, I mean, there's so many levels and layers, and each brewery had one from their lightest to their darkest. So you had a different palate scheme or
Yeah.
level, depending on if you were new to drinking craft beers. So they had like the shandies, which were kind of, you know, you didn't even know they were like a craft beer. 'Cause it
Right,
was just
right,
like
right.
seemed like a cocktail in a way. And then they had like a pickle beer at one place. I mean, then they had the mead. And
Oh,
then there
yeah,
was like
yeah,
the
yeah.
honey brewed.
You really did a lot of taste testing.
I did.
You no wonder you were a little different at the end of that festival.
For the original price of $45. Let me just $45, which is cheaper than any tab I've ever had. I get to go around and taste all the beers I want. So yes,
It's
for
like
$45, I went around.
It's like
and,
Beervana.
Yes.
Yes, it's Beervana for Pitbull.
Beertopia.
Beertopia. You were in heaven. You were in heaven.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
And it was legal.
So I want to once again, man, just thank you, Hops and Props, for everything you guys do for the Fort Worth community. You know, the next big event, and I know we're jumping ahead to September, but this is, I know we're jumping ahead through the summer right now, but I
We're
want
just
to,
gonna
I want
skip all the
everybody to
other
know
shit.
because
stuff.
July 4th, the tickets go on sale, and we want to sell out the stadium is the Celebrity Softball Classic. And this year is the 25th anniversary from the 9/11 attacks. And they're going to be honoring all our heroes on the field that day. And, you know, I am just so proud that we are a part of that. The Battling Betties are going to be more of a part of it this year as well. And all the money raised from there. Last year, they raised over $1 million, and they distributed that money to about 20 different charities to keep their doors open and keep doing what they do for their operating expenses and everything else. And they give that money back to the community. And, you know, the Celebrity Softball Classic, this is their 10th year. It's been growing and growing and growing. And TK does an amazing job. He's got all the celebrities, all the athletes that come out, meet and greet with the kids. And it's a family fun day over in Frisco, Rough Rider Stadium. Rough Rider Stadium, man.
It's a big family friendly event. I mean, my kid had an amazing time. He's 10, but there was kids all the way to 2, infant, everything
I know.
coming out. You can get, and what's great about it is you can get right up to the end. I mean, they're not going to block you to get down there and try to get autographs.
Yep.
Let the kids get down there and get autographs.
And all the celebrities and the athletes are like, yeah, they want to
that's what
look at
they're there
Chaz-tastic
for.
out there, man. He's jumping into the crowd.
Yes.
You know, he'll body slam a kid. If you want my autograph, I'll body slam you, kid.
You got
Hey.
everybody from wrestlers to pro athletes to actors to The DOC. I mean, legends of sports and acting and everything there. I mean, I was
And a 99.
and us.
And us. The D-listers.
But hey, we got a canopy.
We got a canopy. Well, I don't know if you would want to call it a canopy, but we got a tent. We got a tent.
Which one's better? I can't. Oh, Billy, you stop it. Billy says, "Yeah."
I got to give a big shout out. Well, because a very good friend is on right now, and I know Billy knows him. Nate Miller. Nate, what's going on, brother? Nate is one of the reporters. He works for one of the sports casting newspapers over at Ranger Stadium, man. I hope you're feeling a little bit. I hope you're feeling a little bit better, Nate. I know you didn't make the game yesterday because you were a little sick and under the weather, but I hope you are feeling better today. And thank you for tuning in, brother. Nate's been a great guy. He's
So
an
you're
amazing
saying he's
person.
only tuning in because he's homesick?
He's probably home. Yeah.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen,
Glad
I
to
don't
hear
care.
it.
You could be. Hey, listen. You know, I don't care if you're homesick
Glad
with
you got
pneumonia.
nothing else
Make
to
sure
do but
make sure
tune
you watch
into
the
the
99. Yes. We fill
I'll
all the
take it.
boredom. Any boredom needs, we fill. Yeah. Judy Lamp out in Rockwall, and your mama.
She's always
on. She's
I
so
get it
proud of the
from my
99.
mama.
So
Out
your
out.
mom's been going nuts out there, man. She's been fundraising and doing events, and God bless her soul, man.
She's out in Daytona. Yep. She
Yeah.
does a lot of things with the human trafficking and her church.
Well,
and
she fights against it. She doesn't
Against
do
it.
she doesn't do human trafficking.
there was a
she's-
fork in the road back in the day, and she chose the good side.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm
Is
just
that
kidding,
why
I'm
you have
kidding.
those numbers on your wrist?
Oh, those prison numbers.
Those prison numbers?
Never know. No. No. But
Return if found. Return if found.
they're actually latitude and longitude coordinates.
Then we got
so kind of, yeah.
We got another great guy coming on, Alton Wells with Spokes for Hope. Spokes for Hope, another amazing charity right here. Alton, I already spoke to Paul. I know they got hit hard in Springtown with the tornadoes this week, but his house is okay. So prayers to everybody out there. And Alton's going to be back in Texas soon too. Man, he's been traveling around. He works out of state, and finally he'll be back in the heart of Texas, and we can build Spokes for Hope up even better, bigger and better. Man, doing stuff for the kids and bridging the gap with the law enforcement community with Spokes for Hope. They've always helped us out a lot in everything we've asked for. So another amazing nonprofit that's out there.
Ooh, we got
Who else we got?
our regular from Italy.
Oh, Massimino.
We got Massimino.
Massimino from Italy, man.
Hey.
Yes. Always
Ciao, baby.
always like our
ciao, y'all.
ciao y'all.
Ciao, y'all. No, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Why not?
That's
it.
That's it.
That's all. That's all
you
we got on there. No.
All
Mad
right.
Dog Meek. Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Well, Mad Dog's another one, man. He's got the big bike run coming up, motorcycle run for the Children's Advocacy Center. You know, America's Guardians. They do the Teddy Bear Run.
Teddy
Bear Run for
That's a
the
fun
Children's
run.
Advocacy Center. That usually has a fantastic turnout. That's a great ride. So go on to America's Guardians website, check them out, register and ride for the kids that do not have the support of their families, that are displaced or within a domestic violence situation, and they help those kids out, which is an amazing thing too.
Yes.
All right, take a quick break, and then we're going to bring on Billy Ball and Tattoo Mark right after these messages.
I was in an accident 12 months ago to the day. I was driving on southbound Santa Fe, and somebody did a suicide left in front of me, and I T-boned him at 45 miles an hour. From that point forward, I don't remember anything for the next 18 days because I was in a coma.
She broke 9 bones, lacerated my spleen, put me in the hospital for 21 days. I remember none of it.
Biker Down was founded in 2011 after riding several rides over the summer and seeing tragically my friends get injured. And I felt that there was a need missing in Denver and in Colorado for an organization that helped the biker community. As you may know, the bikers are one of the most charitable entities out there, and what we do is provide them a variety of services such as medical equipment, financial assistance if necessary, and a plethora of resources to help them stay afloat during the hardest time of their life, which is their recovery. You know, my biggest hope is that I'll never get another phone call that a biker's gone down, but you know, that's not realistic. So I think my true realistic dream is that we can help as many as we can help, because it is life-changing for them. Certainly donating and volunteering your time, and even if you can't do that, attend our events. You know, attend our event and get a $20 t-shirt for your $20. You know, those kind of things make a big difference in a small nonprofit like ours.
I'm stuck.
Hey, you got stuck trying to get
I was
undressed?
trying to do it quick.
Oh, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network on the X-Rated channel. I want to welcome you guys. We got Tattoo Mark and Billy Ball with the Tattoo Mark Foundation. What's going on?
What's up, y'all?
Man, what an amazing day this is. And you know what? I got to give thanks to God, first of all, for allowing me to wake up to be able to go out and do the networking we did for it on the foundation. I got some amazing news for y'all. So first of all, Billy Ball came through this morning, introduced me to this couple that has their own clothing line. What's the name of it? It's Apparel
Junction. It's in Arlington, like right off 360, close to the stadiums. You really have to look for it. But when I worked for the ballpark, they would hook me up with my employee shirts, embroidered, names on them for excellent.
Hook us up. Come on.
Amazing. No, these people are no joke. They are amazing people. They're down to earth, and they're willing to help out the community. And anybody that needs stuff, please look them up. They're the nicest people in the world that I've ever met so far, besides these guys right here.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
before we get into your amazing day.
Yes, sir.
All right. For those who do not know what the Tattoo Mark Foundation is, give us a little explanation on what the Tattoo Mark Foundation.
What you do?
What you do, man.
Yes.
What you do.
So I came out here from California, and thank God.
Thank God.
You know,
Let's not start with that.
you know, but I had to say the word. But anyways, yeah, I came
You
out
don't say
here
the C word in here.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Say you're coming from Nevada.
Right. 5 years ago, I came out here and I was praying to God for 21 hours out here, the ride, that God would open up a door for me to bless these kids. And I met a guy, I can't call him a gentleman, but a guy that did open up the door for me. And I got in with Cook's, and now
Cook's Hospital.
Cook's Hospital, yes. And now I'm at like 18, close to 20, because we are going to, in 2 weeks, we're going out to Austin to open up possibly 2 more, maybe three more hospitals. We got one in California. We're nationwide. We're going nationwide, people. I mean, if you don't know the Tattoo Mark Foundation, look at www.tattoomarkfoundation.com and you can see what we do. We are legit. We're licensed and bonded.
Why don't you tell us what you do?
So what I do is we raise money to collect bears for these kids at Christmas time. And in order to be able to collect the bears, we need donations, like money-wise. So we do go out and we have events, and people purchase the bears, and we donate it to the children in the hospital. Now, why do I do bears? Because a bear gets a meaning to it. So when you give a child a bear, the first thing they do, they hug it to the chest. It's a sign of joy and comfortness that helps them forget why they're there. Now, granted, no child wants to be in the hospital, period.
Especially during the holidays.
Exactly. So, you know what? Whatever way that we can do to bring comfortness and joy and make a difference in these kids' lives, I'm all for it. I will get my last shirt off of my back. And real quick, I was at Boomer Jack's 2 days ago, and they had a whole bunch of people in there, and they were old people. I'm like, God, did the bingo thing shut down or what?
Don't you know bingo?
Early
didn't-
bird special at Boomer Jack's.
I didn't know they just buried their 98-year-old grandma,
Oh.
and the great grandkids were there crying. So I went out to my car and got 4 bears, gave them to those kids, and those parents came over me and started crying, and they appreciated it. They said, thank you very much. But this is the things that the Tattoo Mark Foundation does. Not just me. We all do it. And you guys can vouch for it. You guys were there during
We don't
Christmas
vouch.
time.
We don't vouch for anything. We don't vouch for anything
We don't
unless
vouch
it's.
for ourselves.
No, we don't. Yeah.
You guys were there during Christmas time. You know what it's like.
It was.
man.
It
That
was.
was Patty Von May.
Yeah, and you know,
But yes.
we were honored to be invited
Very humble.
last year, and you know what? It was probably one of the most emotional aspects that I've been to in such a long time. It was hard to keep your emotions in check in front of those kids, because we pass these children's hospitals each and every day on our way to work, on our way to an event, anything we do, we all do it, and we don't realize what's behind those brick walls. And those are families that are battling. And they try to do it, and the parents try to do it each and every day with a smile to keep the spirits of their children up. And when you see some of these children in the beds and with the tubes and with, just not knowing what their next step is, some of them are terminal, some of them have to go through multiple surgeries.
Yep.
And I'll just bring up Magnus again because he warmed your heart.
Mhm.
And that will stay with me forever, that name,
Yep.
because it impacted you so much. We take for granted that we can just go out each and every day and do our thing when these parents are, struggling in the hospital with their child. And what you do, Mark, what you bring to the table is, you're not going to bring the healing medically wise,
Right.
but you can bring an emotional aspect. You bring kindness, you bring love, you bring people to these hospitals, and you share with the children. And for at least that moment, those kids smile. They're happy. They're joyful. You give them that, and that is an act of kindness that just can't be measured up to, man. You really do a wonderful thing.
Thank you. It's amazing, and I am thank God that my Mrs. Claus wore waterproof makeup because her eyes was watery. She says she never cries, but
They were pretty red.
her eyes were pretty watery there. But no, you know what, folks, just go out there, give back to the community, do what you got to do that your heart tells you to do. And I'm just out there just trying to satisfy children because
Let's rephrase that.
Okay.
Let's rephrase.
I am
that.
out there to put a smile on a child's face.
There we go.
That really needs it, with bad health, and
This is the family show.
it ain't the Family Feud, but yeah.
Before you know it, you'd have people knocking on the door going,
Hey, what kind of foundation is it? We are legit folks out there. We're
Yes.
licensed and bonded and everything.
So real
I do
quick,
everything by the book.
when he first started talking, you were like, okay, but what do you do? But these days people have to thoroughly explain the fact that they're with a charity, and you have to explain that you're a good person because there's so many shitty
There
organizations
are a lot
out
of
there.
shitty organizations.
And this guy right here, pure heart. And again, when you're talking about something as simple as a teddy bear, there's been so many studies with the fact that hope and love are very healing.
yeah,
And
Because-
so
because
Damn it, Billy, don't cry.
stop, I'm not.
because it releases the chemicals in your brain, the epinephrines, the dopamines, all the different chemicals that are in your brain that are a huge healing factor
Yeah.
through your body.
And when you know that someone is concerned about you, not just the people poking and prodding on you, but when someone is, they're not coming in to bring you a shot or a needle or give you this or
Right.
touch your boo-boo. They're here to just bring you some happiness.
Yeah.
It is such, as an adult, when I was in the hospital, I got a teddy bear and I still have it. And it had a little angel attached to it. And I will never get rid of it. And just I couldn't hug it because my muscles had atrophied, but just it being there and being able to do this to it,
So
it was a
but
beautiful,
even if you just get to look at it,
right,
yeah,
right?
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So tell me guys something. Doesn't it make you, when you walked out of those hospitals, didn't it make you appreciate life a lot better, knowing that, you know what, there's people out there worse off than you are?
Yeah,
100%. And
Yeah,
I have to say, from that day, I've learned to take each day as a blessing, because tomorrow's not
promising for none of
promised.
us.
And what you opened our eyes to, I mean, Pipple, you tell me your feelings, but mine was, I was emotionally taken back. I mean, it was an amazing event.
Not everyone can do this. Everyone can donate money. Y'all can all do that. Y'all can all donate $5 to the Tattoo Mark Foundation. Y'all can all show up to the events that we go to that include the 99% and the beautiful Betties and the Tattoo Mark. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Not everyone. It takes someone really special to be able to walk into these hospitals, into these babies' rooms, and do this. Give them a bear and then leave the room. You have to leave the room because there are
That's the
other
hardest
children
part.
who need you.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't want to, but you have to. And it takes a super special person to be able to actually deliver these bears. But we can only deliver them if y'all help us with
Exactly.
a little bit of donation.
How many bears did you give away last year?
Let's see, almost 3,000 bears.
Almost 3,000.
at that one one day, right?
On that
Yeah.
one day.
On one day.
And we have a thing that's coming up right here. I gotta say thank you to TK again for all he's doing for me and helping the foundation out. He gave his promoter, not gave his promoter over to me, but she is now working for the Tattoo Mark Foundation. Her name is Sterling Elizabeth Day. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to join the foundation. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. She's putting together a campaign which started yesterday, and we're trying to donate $5 per bear, and we're trying to get 500 bears by May 8th. Please go to the website www.Tattoo Mark Foundation and donate the $5, please, or $10, whatever you guys want to do, because it's all for a great cause, and you're making a difference in a child's life. And the campaign will end May 8th, and we are doing that right now. And then we just came back from Texas Harley. Micah, I love you, brother. They're trying to put a teddy bear ride for me together and put me in the 3 events over there. So they're actually working on that too. So we got a lot of good things going on. And remember, it's all for one thing: the kids.
It's all about the
You
kids,
know,
man.
and,
It's all about the kids.
You know what? I can't thank you guys in 99% radio, because you guys been my rock, my bone, and everything. And you guys been there for me through this. And you guys are not just like friends. You guys are family to me. And you guys will always be part of the foundation as long as you guys want to be there.
Well, same here, man. That's what the 99 is all about. It's about bringing people together. It's about acts of kindness, giving back to the community. And when you find that in organizations such as the Tattoo Mark Foundation, because me and Pipple see a lot of different organizations all the time. And, and like Billy said, some are real sketchy, and, you got to do your due diligence.
We only stand by credible organizations.
Right. And the 99, we checked you out. You came highly recommended from TK and Mike Kislyak and, Kislyak and
Kids.
we were proud to jump on board with you and help you out as much as we can. And that's why you're part of the 99% Radio Network team. That's
he's like the cousin that shows up in the trailer at Christmas.
Shit is full.
Yeah.
you guys are just hilarious. I mean, when I'm not in the studio, this is actually my second home, by the way, folks. I always watch you guys, and Pitbull, some of your emotions on your faces, unbelievable. Whenever you're having a bad day, tune into the 99% radio. I guarantee you will get lots of laughs. I mean, she's hilarious. I got to give a good shout out to my boy right here, Sideshow. You do a lot, man, and I don't know how you do it, because your schedule's so tied up, man. Tigger, I thank you for allowing them to do all this, but I got to give a lot of props to you, because you do a lot. Your plate's full as heck, man.
Well, it's all about giving back, man, and you
Yeah.
know, and everybody has a healing
Gotta
process
like what
within
you do.
with it. You got to love what you do.
You do.
We all battle.
Yeah.
So this is my healing thing. This is my healing
great.
process on giving back. I want to give a big shout out to Jess Weber and JFW. How's your face, brother? How's your face? JFW.
I love JFW.
You love JFW? Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I love
He-
his face.
he
He's a good guy.
is a great
so
guy,
many
man.
jokes.
Oh yeah.
Is he going to be
Sit
at
on
the
that
Celebrity Softball Classic with us?
Oh, I don't know. He may. We'll see. We'll see if his face is good enough to come, or if his hair is in the perfect alignment. You know, we'll see.
Oh.
Hopefully, JFW will be there.
By the way, the celebrity softball, I am looking for a roommate. So if anybody's out there that needs a room,
Yeah.
that wants a roommate, here I am.
Yeah,
Let me
you
know.
get to wake up to this.
He part of the Tattoo Mark Foundation.
Bap and all.
Yes, but no, you know what? Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do just for me and then the foundation, but what you do in general for everybody out there. I mean, you guys are amazing people. You guys do got a huge heart, and God will continue to bless you in everything you do for others.
All right, thank you, brother.
And I got you, brother.
I do appreciate that.
No
Those
problem,
kind
man.
of words, man.
And you know what? I always ride with 99, not just on Wednesdays, every single day. Let's go, 99, baby. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah.
And again, a big thank you and shout out to, hopefully they're listening, Jonathan and Elisa Asti from Apparel Junction.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to bring
Where are they
y'all-
located?
right off. So they're off 360 between Randall Mill, like Randall Mill, off Galleria behind where the that funky old mall used to be.
Okay.
But they have a little. They've been there forever. When you pull up, you're like, no, this can't be it. But then you pull in and it
Such
is
a
it.
chick
There
way to
is
describe it.
no sign.
That's
There is
What,
no
that
signs.
thing with a shitty alley and over there.
But
by
they
that?
do, shirts, T-shirts. They have like awards, trophies, Texas shaped key. I mean, it's just
anything you want to put your logo on.
Anything
to
that you-
up
Cups,
Exactly.
your
anything,
event.
yeah, cups,
Exactly.
all that too. They're the nicest people in the world, nicest couple in the world. And not only that, next Friday,
Yep.
I have a 10 o'clock appointment out there. He told me, come on out there. We're going to need design coins. So the kids will get wooden coins, and only my staff, the board, will get metal coins. And it's going to be interesting. And I'm actually looking forward to it, man. And great people. I mean, please, if you guys need whatever you need printed up, they're great. I mean, they stick by their word. And
And
I'm telling
Jonathan's
you,
a
nice-
genius. When I worked for the
Oh my God.
Rangers, the coins came from. I wanted something to pass out to people, but not like a business card.
Right.
Something they could have and know what it was, but then bring back to me. So he, as a prototype, made up these wooden coins, had them engraved. Good for buy one get one free tour. Good for one free tour, and then it's advertising. They'd bring it back to me, and
Wow.
then guess what? I would take it
Now-
out to other people. And if they didn't bring it back, no big deal. It's a wooden coin. But if they did, then I could just continue to use it.
That
So,
is
you know,
that-
do
that is a
something-
great
Yeah.
advertising idea. That is-
Something
That's
like
exactly
that.
what we're going to do. But you know what? I do got to give a good shout out to Billy Ball. Thank you, Billy Ball, for introducing me to those people, that couple. I mean, they're nicest people out there. I highly recommend that business. And thank you again so much.
You
I
are
mean,
welcome. This
I
next
mean, I-
upcoming week, I'm going
I
to take
love
them
you,
to the
girl.
Arlington Convention and Visitors Bureau over there at the Choctaw Stadium
Okay.
and see what we can get into in the city of Arlington and what we can all kind of get into.
Well, I'm sure this is something Jim Ross can get behind, right? Yeah.
Well, I hope so. You know, I mean, if he wants his third term, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't like them. Anyway, go ahead.
Thrown right off the track. Thrown right off the track.
we'll skip that.
Uh,
one.
damn.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
love
All right.
Arlington.
Yeah.
I love
There,
it.
there we go. There we go. I want a big Jamie Balderas
Oh.
from the House of Balderas.
Mm,
You know, our country music artist who does
our angel.
once a month segment here is also part of the Tattoo Mark Foundation down
Yes.
in Austin, and she is also secured, I think, 2 or 3 hospitals out there, right?
She's amazing. So we're gonna be going out there in 2 weeks, and Jamie Valdez is gonna be in charge of opening up those. Well, we're gonna go out there with her and help her open them up, but she's gonna be in charge of getting the bears out there in Austin. So if you guys are out there in Austin, contact Jamie Valdez on social media. She's definitely gonna be there 2 weeks, and we're all going out there. We're gonna roll out there, and we're gonna try to get this thing going for Austin and just expand the foundation bigger and better, man.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's all about the kids. So why wouldn't you want it all over the world?
I agree. You don't.
You know,
I'm
so-
sold. I'm sold. What do I sign? I'll buy it.
You know,
Yeah,
but
I'm done.
but
I'm like Publishing Clearinghouse. I'll sign right here. You know,
But-
or how many CDs do I get per month? You know.
But you couldn't have a better person than Janie Balderas.
No.
Balderas, man.
And
And,
follow Janie Balderas on Janie Balderas Music. She is going to be she's blowing it up on the charts. She has got an amazing voice. She is going to be the next country music star.
I think so.
really
She
is.
is.
Yes.
She's so pretty.
Yes.
Like
She
she's
is
just so
cute. She's
flippin'
cute. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back because we got some more events before the 4 o'clock hour that we want to go over. And that's going to be all you, Pitbull. Hear about some of the Battling Betty events that are coming up this week right after this.
Biker Wolfpack Law is a safety organization founded by myself alongside Robert Howell with the primary focus of motorcycle safety, advocacy for injured bikers, and just general protection for those injured while riding motorcycles in the great state of Texas. Biker Wolfpack Law is a division of Glenn Larson Law Injury Attorneys, which is my firm. What's different about Biker Wolfpack Law is it's a community-based, event-based connection component to make sure that motorcyclists have all of the safety information they need, all of the legal information they need, and frankly, if needed, that full-blown legal advocacy in times of injury through no fault of their own.
One of our big events is we do ASM classes, which are accident scene management classes, which are put on with the Road Guardians, group of riders that are usually EMTs, doctors, nurses that also ride. And so they know what can happen when you're out there by yourself. And so it's a very intense class, like how to do tourniquets, how to get a helmet off of a person without hurting their neck more, how to get somebody out of the middle of the road. We do those a couple times a year, and the more safe riders are out there, the better it is.
The second division and component of Biker Wolfpack Law is to sponsor local musicians at bike nights or other community events that involve motorcyclists, but also just the community as a whole. And then third is larger charity organization events or rides to get out in the fresh air and have some fun. What I love most about representing bikers and motorcyclists across the great state of Texas is really one thing. It's about hearing the story. It's about going to motorcycle events, constantly meeting new people and making new connections. One of the reasons why I started Biker Wolfpack Law was to defeat and counteract many of the biases that are out there that, quote, motorcyclists are just dangerous. Make sure that motorcyclists are seen as exactly who they are, very hardworking, very responsible, and very dedicated individuals that deserve the justice that they need.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitched on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smiles, standing at attention. Teasing waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl. Man, we just heard from Tattoo Mark and Billy Ball with the Tattoo Mark Foundation. It's all about the kids. You know, every time he has got so much passion for that foundation. You know, I don't think I've met somebody who dedicated so much of their life, so much of their time as Tattoo Mark has done for these kids. And it's uplifting because when you feel like everything is like in despair, you sit with Tattoo Mark, you sit with him for a couple minutes, man, and your spirits are rising. You're just like, man, how can you not be happy?
Do you get the morning messages from him?
Yes, I do. And
what a way to wake up. He gets to go on his patio and like
Yes.
look at the Cowboys stadium. He's like, Life is good.
But does he? Then he sends you those little voicemails and just saying God bless you, and it's really nice.
It's
that
family.
it is right. It makes for it brightens your day, man. Especially if you're having a bad day, you hear Mark's voice, you're like, oh man, you can't not be happy. You can't be happy. So getting back to some of the events, hey, Jamie OP with the Dallas Cowboy car, man. He's getting signatures. I think I forgot how many signatures he's up to now, man, but he has been all over.
How many signatures are you up to?
I think he's up to almost.
Comment on that.
I thought he said 500. I thought he said 500. Jamie, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
He will.
But I know he's got a lot of he's got over 500 past and present Dallas Cowboy signatures on his car. It's beautiful, man. It is beautiful. And Madison is beautiful as well. Thank you for tuning in, Madison. She is another one of our little 99%. High crew. So you got to make her an.
She needs to be a Betty.
She's got to be a Betty. Madison would make a great battling Betty. You got to make her a battling
I know
Betty.
she knows about the upcoming event, so she should dress up.
There you go. Madison, reach out to us. Reach out to Pitbull because she's going to make you a battling Betty for the car show, for the upcoming car show. So tell us a little bit about what's coming up, Pitbull.
Well, it's a bike show.
It's
a bike show, May 22nd. It is the second annual Pinups and Pistons at Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle. By popular demand, we're back. We're doing a pinup contest. It's $500 for first place. So come on out. And we might have some extra prizes too. Maybe. So come on out.
Maybe a date with Tattoo Mark.
Maybe. Well, that'd be.
That would be good.
You know what?
Yeah.
We should do an auction where we auction off dates. Like you get a date with somebody, Tattoo Mark.
I think that would be fun. That'd be fun.
I'll auction off the men for like women.
That would be pretty cool, man. That would be cool.
See how easy
Yes.
But no. So back to Pinups and Pistons at Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle, May 23rd. We did have to change the date, May 23rd. I do want to acknowledge that there is a website that apparently put our flyer up months ago, and I do appreciate that. It's the Texas General Land Office. They have our event still with the original date of May 2nd, which is this weekend. Please don't go this weekend. It's not this weekend.
No, this weekend is the Brotherhood for the Fallen Car Show.
We changed it because the Brotherhood of the Fallen Car Show, we changed that about a month and a half ago. I've tried to reach out to them. Not their fault. I know they're busy. But anyway, it's not this weekend. It's May 22nd or May 23rd, Saturday, May 23rd at Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle. We have the pinup contest, which is red, white, and radiant.
That is hard to say. I just tried to say that in my head. I'm like, my brain hurt.
So last year was red, white, and retro. This year is red, white, and radiant.
Wow.
Indian Motorcycle likes to keep it with the Americana theme, so we're keeping up with that. So it's basically your best interpretation of your red, white, and
radiant.
Red. God, you know what? This is the
it's
first
a
time
hard
I've had a
way
hard time to say that.
You can read it, you can't say
I'm going to blame it on the topo. Red, white, and radiant. So come as your Rosie the River, just glam it up a little bit. It's kind of like pinup
with
greaser,
a twist.
Put the glam to it. Your best interpretation. $500 for first place. We also have the bike show going on. It is $25 to register. There is no pre-registration. So if anybody puts their post on my feed for a pre-registration, it is scam. It is amazing how many.
Really?
Yes. It is amazing how many of those I get on any of my events. They will post in the event.
Pre-registration?
Taking pre-registration, contact me. And I'm like, no, don't pay.
Wow.
Don't do that. So there is no pre-registration for any of my events I do because the Battling Betties does not hold money. We take money the day of the event, and everything we collect that day goes to that charity that day. It's a lot easier for me. So the beneficiary of that event is Camp Shield. So everything we raise from the bike registration goes directly to Camp Shield. Everything from the vendor fee goes directly to Camp Shield.
Now, I don't want to cut you off, but Ange, do you have the Camp Shield commercial
He's
up?
going to look for the Camp Shield one.
And I want to tell, because they're a very empowering group.
So the beneficiary is Camp Shield. So it's kind of a women empowerment. It's also Memorial Day weekend. So we're doing that's why the red, white, and radiant women empowerment. We got mobile cigar lounge from Rebel Mobile Cigars. So you can come up, you can show off your bike, watch some pinups, and smoke a cigar.
Oh,
I
man.
mean,
that's the life right there.
that's it.
That is the life.
Might as well if you're going to hang out.
And they have couches, right?
They have a whole like indoor outdoor setup.
It's a whole setup, man. So it's not like just buying a cigar and walking around. It's actually sitting down, relaxing.
It's a lounge.
It's a lounge.
And apparently, they did an event at Indian Motorcycle a few weekends ago and really enjoyed it.
Oh,
And they
wow.
were raving about the upcoming event of Pinups and Pistons. So
Very, very
they will
cool.
be there.
Very, very cool.
Follow our page. Follow them. They Rebel Lounge has their own event page for the same event to get their viewers involved as well. But yeah, can we do the Camp Shield promo? Because these are some badass women.
Did you find it, Ange? All right. Camp Shield. Check them out.
When you happen upon somebody that has DV, disabled veteran license plates, don't automatically assume that those belong to a man. Hi, my name is Maggie Peterson, and I am the founder and CEO of Camp Shield. I started Camp Shield because of my own traumas that I had experienced pre-military, in the military, and post-military. And I knew that there needed to be somewhere safe and secure for women veterans to come heal and grow.
I think what Camp Shield truly did for me personally is instill a sense of purpose that I love. I love being a part of the community, but I also love serving other women veterans. My life is different because of it. Very different.
Transitioning out of the military is difficult for many women veterans. First of all, while we're in the military, we are very visible. When we transition out into the civilian world, we become the most invisible veterans that there are. A lot of times, they never speak about their military service. Unfortunately, because a lot of them experienced a really tough time in the military.
I went because I wanted something for my life. Not thinking that would happen.
Things happen to women veterans in the military, such as military sexual trauma, that people don't want to talk about, and it needs to be talked about.
And not thinking that I wasn't somewhere safe, that when you report it, nothing happened.
At Camp Shield, we like to say, connections save lives.
It's like somebody hand you a toolbox, and you have a lot of tools in there to work with. It's the best way I can sum it up. There are a lot of tools, and they're my own personal tools.
The women that come through our programs will tell us it was not only life-changing, but many times life-saving.
I was in the Army for 17 years, and they do a great job of breaking you down and building you into a soldier, but they do not prepare you for coming back to being a civilian, to living in society.
We build from the resilient challenges that we faced while we were in service or out of service, a space that is peaceful and a space of women who are celebrating what they've been through.
We back? Yep. Hey, we're back. Pitbull, this is going to be one of the a prominent event. You're going to have so many people coming out, not only to support, but to help judge and sing.
Mm-hmm. You can't get more patriotic than doing Camp Shield on Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
At
Indian.
At Indian,
Yeah.
which is right next door to Harley Davidson. If you don't know, it's right next door. Big parking lot, enough space for all the things we're happening. We're having a guest appearance, or not guest appearance. We have a special appearance or special performance by Janie Balderas. She's going to come out. She's one of our guest judges. She's going to do special.
She'll probably do the national anthem, or she'll sing a few of her songs.
One of her favorite songs. One of the things I think she said.
Whiskey and Jesus.
I think she said she was actually working on a special song for the event.
Oh, wow. Very cool. So maybe you get to, she'll debut it there.
Debut it.
Yes.
She said she wanted to do like a motorcycle type song. So
cool.
We're going to see. And then,
she was out riding the other day. Her
yes,
and her husband out there.
Well,
Yeah.
You can't ride with a 99 and not ride.
That's right.
Ride dirty. No, I'm just kidding. So the pinup contest, if you want to join the pinup contest, you're going to email me at the battlingbettysdfw@gmail.com. I just need 3 photos of you in pinup with your pinup name. I'll send you all the details afterwards. It's $500 for first place. There's cash money for second and third. And then there's a special prize for best in show. Then we also have the bike show, which is $25, like I mentioned earlier. No pre-registration for that. I'm still getting a couple more vendors. We have permanent jewelry. I know that we are going to have tacos by RJ Colsina.
Nice.
Everybody loves her. She's great. And it's women empowerment. So she's a women-owned business, which is great to have her there. She was there last year.
Yep.
And then we also are going to have our little Betty booth or little Betty salon.
Oh, yeah.
Did.
Are you, and you
did
this
call
a roll
at
call,
the-
and so many people loved it.
It was such a simple little concept that we came up with. I mean, everything that we raise at this booth goes directly, like literally the QR code is going to go directly to that charity. So at that event you're talking about was directly to roll call. So this one's going to be directly to Camp Shield. You come up, you purchase a flower for $5 or a bandana. We help you put it in your hair. I think I actually had a donor buy, which is my mother. She bought the little sunglasses, the little wing sunglasses. So I got a bulk thing of that, so people can purchase little things to retro their outfit out for the event.
Even that retro hair dryer. How many people wanted their picture taken under that retro? I mean, I think we have like 50 or 60 people who wanted to take pictures under that.
And at that event, I had another dude from Roll Call donate another one of those hair dryers. It's a little different style from a different era, but yeah, I got 2 of them now. So we're gonna set up a little Betty salon. You come over, you donate. It's just a cool way to donate directly to Camp Shield for the event on May 23rd. So we'll have our little Betty salon, and then I'm trying to get some things. So, hey, reaching out to a couple of you guys. I'm looking for some kid attractions. I know there's bounce houses, but if somebody can cut me a deal on a bounce house for the kids, but face painter, somebody can do balloons, things like that, reach out to me. I want something to do for the kids because it is kid friendly, because I am very strict on what the girls are going to wear. There is no lingerie, swimsuit. It is kid friendly. Keep the girls and the butt tucked in.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it's hot, but it have to be classy, sassy, with just a little bit of badassy.
Yeah, but and all your Betties are always
my Betties are good.
proper.
I'm talking about the contestants.
Oh yeah, but they're always last year they were all dressed very, very, very proper and very military and patriotic.
Look up the pictures from last year's event. The girls showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed
looked
up.
amazing.
I mean, the hair, everything. So yes, there's a couple categories that we're judging them on. It's going to be obviously how much you interpretate the theme.
She'll be speaking better by that day.
Oh my goodness. Of red, white, and radiant. Your best interpretation, overall look, how the crowd, 50% of the vote is the crowd. So if you're coming out and you're in it, bring your group because we want to hear the roar of the crowd. But and then we're going to have celebrity judges. So it's going to be a whole day of hanging out, showing off your bike, watching some pinups, and raising money for a good cause.
And it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, so it's going to be from 12 to 4.
And free to attend.
Free to attend.
Free to attend. Even if you don't want to spend $1,
the only thing
free to
that
attend.
costs is if you're entering your bike. That is the only thing that costs. It's $25. And like I said, everything raised from that goes directly to Camp Shield. We are going to have custom welded trophies from like spare Indian parts.
Yeah.
So that's what they're going to win. And we might be talking to our future sponsor, Milwaukee Leather, and see if we can maybe get some extra prizes going on. So
yeah, we'll let you know about Milwaukee Leather next week.
So that was a
that was a little. Well, we've been in good conversation with Milwaukee Leather.
He's kicking me under the table.
It's great, and I can't thank Johnny Rizzo with Motorcycle Mayhem enough for making that connection, because Milwaukee Leather.
I've
amazing.
Been obsessed with the website because you know me, I like to shop online.
They donated two vests to us last year,
just
on a whim because they heard about us, and those leather vests were amazing.
They have tons of stuff. They have tank tops. I mean, as far as the chicks go, tons of tank tops. They even have tank tops from Sturgis that you can purchase online. There's jewelry and the side leg bags and stuff like. There's tons of stuff. So I cannot wait to debut officially
everything that they have.
The good news.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna go from. Are you done?
I guess so.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you down. I don't want to cut you off.
Keep going.
Well, we're gonna go from veteran to our boys in blue, our law enforcement officers. And if you see right in front of me, we got the book, The Line That Held. Retired NYPD officer, detective. Well, he's a detective, first grade. Did his years in the NYPD on multiple, from patrol all the way to narcotics, to organized crime, to to the Joint Terrorism Task Force, to IAB. He has got a very stellar career I read about 3 chapters of this book, and
I know how to read.
You know, it's funny because post-traumatic stress, what it does to your brain, it screws up your retention. So you read line after line after line over and over again.
But your
Sometimes
mind's not keeping
it
up.
can't focus. This book had my interest from the first paragraph because it's a true story, but reads like a movie. Like you could just feel the characters in this thing, man. It was amazing.
I'm one of those. It has to really grasp me because like I'm very ADHD but there are a few books, the Harry Potter series, that kept my captivation. So like it is hard, but I have read a few of I love documentary stuff. I love true crime stuff. So and it has to do with wording too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I love my certain podcasts about true crime, but there's other ones, and if they start rambling about stupid shit, I can't keep watching it or listening to it. But yeah, when they captivate, they have the way of wording, and you can tell that they've really been in it, and it's not just look what I did.
Right.
It's really getting into it in the wording and description.
What I felt about this book, and we're going to hear from Robert DeMarco, we're going to bring him on in a second. What I felt with this book is you can almost, you're reading the words, but you can visualize the scene.
Yeah, you have like a play going on in your head.
And it
That's
was
what I
like,
mean, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I could see what he's writing. You could see it. Yes.
I love when they get to the shirt, like, oh, he was wearing the blue,
Yeah.
down there, and the alley was this way, and I can't. The feeling it literally is putting the film behind your head, and you're like. So I always like when I read stuff like this, I always have to Google. Was my description right? Did he look just like that?
Well, you'll have that chance to ask the question because we're gonna be bringing on Robert DeMarco right after this.
Can't get more gangster name.
Hey, welcome, Robert. What's going on, brother?
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you?
Oh, we're very good, man. I got to tell you, Robert, thank you for joining us here on the 99. Your book has already captivated me. So well written. Tell our audience, our listening audience, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a retired first grade detective at an NYPD. I did over 20 years, worked narcotics, internal affairs, homicide, and I retired out of JTTF. And I got to see both sides of the job, obviously chasing criminals, and then the inside of the job when other things come into play.
Right. Reading your book, I felt so much because you talk about Brooklyn North a little bit. You were in Brooklyn South, but then when you went over to narcotics, and it was just for any NYPD guy that's out there, this book should be a no-brainer to purchase because it really brings it to life. You did just send in Brooklyn North narcotics. What made you go, and don't give away the book, but what made you go to IAB or IAD, whatever?
For the layman's terms,
for the layman's terms.
The civilian over here, what can I buy a Val? I have no idea.
IAB is Internal Affairs.
Okay.
Internal Affairs Bureau. That's what it's known as.
Yeah.
And basically what happened is I saw something that didn't sit right, and I had to make a decision. And I had to look the other way, or I had to say something about it. And when I said something about it, that led me into Internal Affairs. And at the time, there's a big stigma. People, especially when I first got there, the officers who were there before, there's this big stigma attached to them, and you never leave Internal Affairs, but I did, and that was a very big pivot.
Wow, you went from Internal Affairs to JTTF, which is the Joint Terrorist Task Force.
No, I went from Internal Affairs, then I went to the 60 Detective Squad, then the 70 Detective Squad, then Homicide, and then JTTF.
Now, for those that the laymen and the people that are not law enforcement, when you go into internal affairs, and you're so right, Robert, you get that stigma attached. How hard was it to go? And and what I credit you with, and I honor you with, it shows you had job integrity and great ethics. Because back then in the late '80s, early '90s, even in the '90s, that stigma was probably the hardest because we had a lot of corruption throughout there. I mean, we had Michael Dowd on the show last year, and in the 7-5, and there was a lot of things going on. And IED and IEB really kept the job, and keep people in check from doing bad things, and that's how people had to look at it. You're keeping the blue in the blue.
I'm glad you said that because I hope that any law enforcement officers are watching understand that, that's really maintaining the integrity of the badge.
Yep.
It's very isolating when you go there, and when you come out of it, it's even worse. There's even more pressure to prove that you're there to do the job and that you could fit in, and everybody looks at you sideways. And I understand that, but hopefully, if everyone is in that position, they would choose the right thing to do.
And I always said, if you're doing the right thing all the time, if you're a good cop, all right, you have nothing to worry about. It's when, if you're a little shady, hey, you're going to make it bad for other cops. You're going to make it bad for the cops that are out there. So IEB is just doing their job in protecting the integrity of the job. How was that transition out of IEB to the 6-0? Because I'm sure, those old timers or those,
well, it was very difficult. You walk in, and I'll give you a quick story. I walked in, and the lieutenant, the commander at the time, he was facing with his back towards me when I walked in, and he wouldn't turn around. And he says, "Do you recognize me?" I said, "No, sir, I don't." And he says, "Well, good. That means you weren't following me." That's how my time started.
Yeah. And that makes it difficult for you to do your job because you're constantly you need the camaraderie, you need the brotherhood, and when they're not offering that, when they're looking down at you or stigmatizing you or God, I can't imagine if there was a rat placed on your desk or not by some those things happen, and it's a horrible way to go through the rest of your career, especially if you love the job that much. I can't imagine it.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I mean, my father was a police officer, and I believe in the blue line. I bleed blue. So I really would hope that those officers understand that that's what we're maintaining, the integrity of that blue line, so that the people on the outside don't view us as bad.
Right.
And every profession has their bad guys. Every profession. I don't care, doctor, lawyer, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Am I the bad guy in our profession?
You're not the bad guy, Pitbull. You're not. You see in the NYPD world, and Rob, you're gonna crack up as soon as I say this. See, we have bad cops, so IEB does that. You would be placed in what they call the farm.
What does that mean?
Well,
you're going to the farm.
See, your commanding officer would say, "All right, Pitbull, we're going to send you to the farm for 30 days."
Well, it doesn't sound good. What is it?
It's where you could get to dry out.
When you've been drinking too much.
Oh.
30 days? Yeah, they send you about there 30. And some guys choose to go back up for another 30. It is what it is.
Sign me up for 90.
But let's get on to the book real quick. Rob, what made you start writing? Because I know we spoke. You said you never really thought about it, but you started writing, and I'll tell you, it is fantastic so far.
Thank you. Well, it is healing for me also. I mean, I obviously saw a lot of things. I was there at 9/11, homicide, and everything else. I have PTSD myself, so I understand what you're going through, and it's very difficult. You talked about reading and being able to comprehend. It's very difficult.
It's hard.
And I do much better with the written word. So I was able, and I felt that this is an important story, and I wanted to get it out, and I want to share with the audience that pressure that is felt from within. That's what I was aiming for, so you could feel it building.
Yep.
And feel the pressure that Tony DeLuca has to deal with in all these situations. And it's going to be a 3-book series. This is the first book, and I've started the second one. And right now, I'm obviously marketing. I'm in the marketing stage for this one. It just came out about 5 weeks ago. So that's where we stand. And I started writing to basically tell that story.
You know, when I read the book, and I love, like you love all the crime murder mysteries. I'm big into like the mob movies, the Donnie Brascos and the Goodfellas and stuff like that. And you know, like a Bronx Tale. I started reading this book, and I'm thinking like on a movie version of the Bronx Tale where it's narrated and it shows the transition in generation, and that's how this book reads. It reads not like a book, but almost like a visual movie. Your writing skills are impeccable, brother. I got to say,
thank you. Thank you very much.
Really
available for the movie.
Pippa will play. Yeah, well, I don't want to call her out. I don't know if it's a real name or anything, but in the beginning of the book, you partner with Sherry.
Yes. No, all of the names are fictionalized.
Oh, okay. You partnered with a Sherry, and I think we've all been partnered with a Sherry at one time or another.
Yes.
And Sherry kind of left him high and dry when he's chasing a gun perp, guy with a gun. And you know, no, you don't want to be her. And you know, you were a rookie cop then. You know,
yes.
And to you know, I know after 5 years, if that ever happened to me, after 5 years and being a veteran on a job, you know, I'm knocking that cop out when we get down in the locker room. You know, he's getting tuned up.
Well, I got to be honest with you. The union delegate that was there at the time went ballistic. He really did go crazy. And, you know, I'm a newbie, so I'm laying back and I don't know exactly what's going on, why I get it, why everyone's upset, but I wasn't going to add to it. I was too new.
You're too new. And to answer your question, Pitbull, you're on the job. You go through a year probation. Rookie's about a year. Yeah, about a year. It's like it's like prospecting. It's like prospecting.
I've had prospects for 5.
I
had to clarify.
But it also depends on the precinct that you're in. You know, if you in 6 months, if you're doing a 7.5 or the 7.7 or the 7.3, you've gone out of rookie stage in 3 months because they are high volume, high crime precincts, and you learn fast. So. Or if you're in the 123 in Staten Island, the 123rd in Staten Island, you may be a rookie for 5 years because you know you're not learning the ropes as fast as some of these cops that worked in these high crime areas.
Yeah. What I think makes the book different from that perspective, what you're talking about, you know, most books, they focus on cops chasing the criminals. And this one turns inward, and you don't see many stories like that. So that's why I think it's very different. It's more character driven.
Yes. Well, you depict your characters really well. Like, you know, I'm only on, I think, I'm just into chapter 2, almost into chapter 3. You moved from the 6-0, you went to Herbert Street in narcotics, and you were working I think the 7.5. You were working
7.5.
Yeah.
I was in Zebra 50.
Doing narcotics in a 7.5, and that was back in what year?
I went into narcotics in 88.
88. So I'll let you know, probably our paths crossed because I was a paramedic in the 7.5.
I was 7 years old.
I was a paramedic in a 7.5 off Van Sicklin and when it was Health and Hospitals Corporation. You know, I worked over there. So our paths probably crossed a couple times because I'm sure some dealers got tuned up, and we've went many times to the 7.5 precinct to patch people up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure our paths did cross. I spent a lot of time there, time in the 7.5.
Yep.
And back then, I mean, you know, for the audience, they may not know, perhaps they're younger. You really had a crack epidemic then. and the 7.5 was just overrun. It was just overrun.
Yeah, the 7.5 precinct, for those who are not familiar with it, it covers 5 square miles. The 7.5 precinct.
So I hear you guys keep saying 7.5.
That's 75th precinct.
Okay.
In New York,
Covers East New York.
It covers East New York.
I got you now. So
And
they have their own district, and they're all by numbers. So
yes, they're all by numbers. It's not like here, like where you have Bedford or Hearst
Right.
or Roanoke. They're not by that.
It's
the
too big up there
right?
for it to be like
so
that.
all the precincts are by numbers. So the 7.5 precinct comprises of about 5 square miles, and in that 5 square miles, you have a high population. One year, and I think it was I forgot what year it was, but it was in the late 80s, early 90s. They logged over 420 homicides.
Yeah, and there was one year they had 2,500 homicides in the city, and the 7.5 represented a large portion of them.
About 420 homicides. Just now, think
think
about that. 420 murders just in a 5 square mile of New York City. That's just one borough.
Yeah.
That's just one section of Brooklyn.
Thinking like gangs in New York.
It was a dangerous place back then. It was crack. I mean, riddled with crack dealers and drug dealers, and it was a bad place.
And a vial of crack was sold for $5, so it was readily available to anybody.
Yep.
And we came across people who were correction officers and teachers, and just one time trying it, and they were hooked. It was a really, really bad drug.
Yeah. When I went to narcotics and I did I was in the 7-7 team, which was right. And then in your book, you talk about the battle between the Hasidic Jews and the Black community and the Jamaican community just across Eastern Parkway. And we used to, this is the funny thing, is that the Hasidic community on the other side of Eastern Parkway, they all, religious Hasidic Jews, right? You figure they,
I figured heartburn.
right. But they would cross Eastern Parkway, these young kids, these young Hasidic Jews, they would cross Eastern Parkway for either crack or they would grab a prostitute from the 7-7. They would cross over. Yeah. And it was the one line was just divided between good and evil, but that good came over to the evil side so many times.
Yeah.
But Rob, so how long did it take you to write this?
It took about 6 months to write it. When I say write it, that's writing and editing, which is a very arduous task, and formatting it, making the decision to self-publish or to go to a traditional publisher, which is very, very difficult today.
So you did all the editing yourself?
I did all the editing myself, and the book will go live on Barnes & Noble within the next couple of days. I just got the okay, so I'm going to be on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, I purchased this one off Amazon.
And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I mean, like I said, this is, it's just intriguing from the first couple of pages, and I'm hooked. I am definitely hooked. It is, it's something that I can't wait to finish.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of really good feedback. A lot of people think it should be a movie. A lot of people saying they couldn't put it down. So I'm very happy with that. I was hoping to connect with the audience with something different. That was my goal, to tell this story and share a different side of policing that most people never see.
Now, when you say with the title, The Line That Held, now for those people out there that are not law enforcement, what does that mean? And, we've all watched the Serpico movies and a whole bit, but The Line That Held, what made you pick that title?
Okay, so the line that held to me is about integrity for the job. All right, the thin blue line exists, and that basically says that all officers are going to stand with one another through thick and thin, and especially in times when it could be life threatening, and you can always count on an officer to be there. And this is, no matter how much pressure is on you, you don't cross that line. And that's what I was getting at. The line still held, okay? There's still integrity in the job. And the
But,
people
you
who
know,
hold the line, the ones protecting the badge, the integrity of the badge.
and I love that. But you said a perfect thing. And, you know, when we talk about the thin blue line, we'll die for each other, right? We're going to
Yes.
hold that line. But there is a time where you have to open up that line, and especially when it comes down to corruption. When it comes
Yes.
to corruption within law enforcement, you as an officer cannot look the other way. You have to stand true to your oath, right? No matter who it is, you have to call out that corruption, because if you don't, it tarnishes the badge not only in New York, it tarnishes the badge throughout the country. One bad cop can tarnish the whole integrity of every law enforcement officer in the United States. One bad.
Yeah, I mean, you don't realize it, and I'm sure many officers, especially seasoned officers, realize that. Some of the younger ones may not, and that's a lot of the pressure that I felt. I chalk that up to, you know, young cops. They're in their 20s, and they don't really understand what we're talking about.
Right.
But the seasoned officers definitely understand that. You don't want that. When you go into a courtroom and you testify, you don't want the jury to look at you like the cop is lying.
Correct.
You know, you want them to believe you, because you know what? Cops don't lie, and cops do the right thing. That's the whole goal. That's integrity.
But unfortunately, with the view in America right now, like
It's-
the news,
yeah,
the other
well-
side of the news is putting that bad.
And
brush.
Yes.
and that's exactly
And it
it.
just blows my mind. I'm like, they talk so much, but then they call them when they need them.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is for, and Rob, you hit it on the head with this. Remember when the 3-0 precinct scandal went down?
The 30-30.
The dirty 30. These were cops.
I've
These were
seen
cops
that.
robbing drug dealers and doing, you know, they were just. I remember going, and you brought it up, going to court, being on trial for a case, and just being painted by, you know, you hit the stand, you look at the jury, and you're testifying, and the jury is not, even though I am got nothing to do with the 3-0
Right.
at the time, but they
Right.
are painting me with that same brush that the news media painted those dirty cops with. And it, you know, we won the case, we did win the case, did win, but I was looked at, and it was such a horrible feeling to be up on
Yes.
on the jury box and have people look at you going, I wonder, you know, and that's what the news media, and one cop could spoil it for everybody.
Yeah, all you just need a couple of people who have this tainted opinion, and you start losing cases for unrelated investigations.
Yep. And that impacts the family. So if you have a murder victim, right, if you have, you know, you got the family, they want to put this guy away forever, and all of a sudden they don't believe that you found the gun where you found the gun, or they think you planted the gun. That could overturn the whole case. Now you're doing a disservice to the family of the victim who was killed. So there's a lot that goes in it, and I hope more cops are realizing that now.
I've even noticed, this might be kind of silly, but I've noticed in like my little podcast that I watch on true crime, it's also how they project certain cases and stuff. I've noticed recently, depends on who you listen to, stories can be kind of put a different way. I don't want to say too much without, you know, throwing the eye, but like I have noticed, I talked about this the other day, of like, it seems like the algorithm, even though I'm a Republican and I believe certain ways, the algorithm. So I'm noticing on certain podcasts, like there'll be, oh, well, the cop did something wrong in that case. And I'm going, wait, you know, and I'm like, so I think that might have something to do with like the temperament of people around. I don't know. Sense?
Yeah, you're making
Yes.
you're making perfect
I mean,
sense.
I don't know how to exactly like. I'm not throwing a blame at anybody necessarily, but I have noticed just in like what's being given to me as my entertainment on my feeds has changed a little bit. Which I can see how somebody who doesn't have a strong will might be going, and that's why they go, "Oh, well, the cop did wrong."
Yeah.
But I'm like, they're only giving you those stories.
Well, no, you.
Well, it's interesting because you know, like if you have a bad doctor, you don't say, "Oh, doctors are bad," but you have one bad cop, and everybody paints that brush.
Right.
And that really affects the whole department.
Don't trust
Yeah.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
that's what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. But now it's getting into like where my streaming stuff is like feeding it at me instead of like my neighbor who might have a, so I'm noticing that on
the algorithm. On social media. Well, it could just be the news media feeds, it's just everything. The bad, and that's why I like
really stream anything that's pro the things that I like. Like, to be honest, like there's not a lot of pro things that I like that I can stream. It's all like, you got to pre-watch your Disney stuff. You got to pre-watch certain other streamings because there is depends on who owns the station.
It does. And now, getting onto, getting with the bad cops makes, one bad cop can make it bad for everybody. You open up the paper every day and you see, and I don't want to paint every teacher with a broad brush, but you see all these teachers now sleeping with their students and being convicted of sleeping with their students. And it's every single day.
Same thing with like fundraisers, like people are
stealing money, right? You don't see every teacher being painted that same broad brush. The police department, man, it's like thin ice. One bad apple can ruin so many lives.
Yeah, because once that is kind of tricky with the police department because you feel like if there is one, then like, well, how did they get to that point? There must be a way they got, So you do think of it as a trickle, like instead of like you said,
especially if you're a layman, if you're a civilian and you're just going by what you hear on the news, boom.
Well, yeah, I mean, I live in Hazlitt. I mean, just for teacher, there was something that happened with a teacher. You're gonna think like the whole school district. Now everybody's like talking about moving their kids out of the whole school district. I'm like, dude, whoa, it's one
one teacher.
One person.
So
Sorry, I can go off track very easy.
That's why she needs to go to the farm, Rob. That's why she needs to go to the farm. So, Rob, you ended your career in JTTF?
Yes.
So when 9/11 hit, were you in JTTF?
I was in homicide, and then I was asked to personally go into JTTF. I was a first grade detective, and they wanted the FBI had some difficulty doing inner city urban investigations, and they wanted some more experience there. So they asked me to go there. I worked for them for 5 years.
Wow. And what year did you finally retire?
2006, September of 2006.
Well, God bless you, man. I'm glad you got out. I'm glad you got out. I know you got your medical issues, but I'm glad you got out and you're able.
Yeah, I do.
I'm glad you were able to write this book because it's going to mean so much to so many. This should be sitting on every police officer's shelf. I'm going to share with most of the cops out here that I know.
I'll be waiting for my autographed copy.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't get.
Not a problem.
Copy, man. I want an autograph copy.
Okay.
You didn't ask.
I didn't ask. But the line that held by Robert DeMarco. It is an intriguing book. You can get it on Amazon, and now it'll be available in Barnes and Noble soon.
Yes, probably tomorrow, the next day.
I can't wait, and I want to bring you back on once this hits the top 10 bestsellers list because I know that's where it's going. This book is an easy read, like I said, because I have a hard comprehension aspect to do this, and it's a very easy read, very light read, but it reads like a movie, and I think this is going to be turned into a movie one day. And I wish you the best with it, brother.
I'm sharing it on.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the support, and to your audience, thank you very much.
We're gonna constantly support you. We're gonna run your ad every show, Rob, and just keep us updated on where they can purchase it besides Amazon, because we will make sure we have each week we let our listeners know.
Absolutely, not a problem at all.
All right, brother. You stay well. Thank you for joining us here today. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for the book.
Thank you for having me.
All right, brother. Oh, is Angela there? Well, Angela must. Oh, there he is.
He's
there he
over
is.
there.
All right, Rob. Take care. I'll give you a shout later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, brother. Man, that was Robert DeMarco, DeMarco with the NYPD, retired NYPD first grade detective. Check out that book. Check out his book, The Line That Held. Once again, you will not be disappointed. You can pick it up now on Amazon. It is definitely a book for yourself to read, or give it to or buy it. It would make a great gift for someone. So it's a great stocking stuffer for this Christmas for any police officer that's out there.
Father's Day is coming up.
Father's Day. Oh, a great Father's Day gift. Yes. Forgot Father's Day. Great Father's Day gift. I would love to get that. We have Brandon on. Did Brandon's on? All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be back with the upcoming Rattlesnake Rally with Brandon Shaw right after this.
Dial in, turn it loud. From the block to the blacktop crowd, it's that ride or die soundtrack now. Hey. Sideshow, steel in his stare. NYPD vet still out there. Biker in the wind, bruised knuckles, big heart. Calling out the truth, tearing lies apart. Mic in his hand, boots on the floor. Raised on the sirens.
My name is Art Lee. I invented LifeVac to protect my family. Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Daddy.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now, LifeVac is responsible for saving over 2,000 lives from choking.
We started this company in our garage, just hoping to make a difference, because over 5,000 lives are needlessly lost each year to choking incidents.
Help LifeVac on our mission to save lives.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
LifeVac's patented design creates a one-way suction to remove food or objects obstructing airways. All you have to do is place, push, and pull. And just like that, LifeVac can save a life from choking.
Quite frankly, I thought I was going to die. The LifeVac saved my life in 1-2 seconds.
Get your very own LifeVac now and get 20% off. Visit lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac.
As my personal promise to you, if you order a LifeVac and have to use it, LifeVac will replace it free.
LifeVac works on adults, teens, or toddlers and can be ready in seconds and last a lifetime, guaranteed.
Best of all, you can even use a LifeVac on yourself, the elderly, physically impaired, or those that other methods may not be possible or are dangerous. In the event of a choking emergency, you could save a life, even your own.
Thank you, Daddy.
Life is precious and time matters.
Choking can happen anywhere. Help us put a LifeVac in every home, school, restaurant, car, office, everywhere.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own LifeVac now.
LifeVac saves lives. Order one for your home, the office. It also makes a great gift. Use promo code Jackie and save 20%. Don't wait another minute. A life might depend on it. Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. That's lifevac.net or 877-LifeVac. Order now.
Dial in, turn it loud. From the block to the blacktop crowd, it's that ride or die soundtrack now. Hey. Sideshow, steel in his stare. NYPD vet still out there. Biker in the wind, bruised knuckles, big heart. Calling out the truth, tearing lies apart. Mic in his hand, boots on the floor. Raised on the sirens still.
Hey, welcome back to 9 a.m. Oh, we're back?
No, I said I was texting.
Welcome back to the 9 a.m. Radio Network. No, see what happens when you got to run and go pee down the hall. Welcome, Brandon Shaw. You on?
Yeah, I'm on. Can you hear me?
I can. Oh, perfect, man. Great. Brandon, welcome to the 99% Radio Network, man. You got the upcoming Rattlesnake Rally. Tell us a little bit about it, bro.
Man, it's going to be our second year. It's May 14th through 17th. It's in Walnut Springs, Texas. If you're not familiar with Walnut, it's just right down the road from Glen Rose, kind of by like a Lake Whitney area. So it's an hour and 5 to an hour and 10 minutes from Fort Worth, hour and 40 minutes from Dallas. So it's very easy to get to.
You know, what I've heard from some of the people that went last year, my neighbors were there last year. I know you got, they were there. They had a great time.
Cool.
They were there last year, and they said it's like a little mini Sturgis. And they said this could grow into, if you can't make Sturgis go, this is the place to be. This is the rally to be at if you ride.
Yeah, I mean, it's the beginning of the hill country, and that's the most important part of this. I mean, aside from all the fun and antics we put on, the ride is phenomenal. We've got 2 different GPS routes that are 150 miles each, and it's both on-road and off-road, so you can ride a Harley and stay on the road the whole time, or if you have an adventure bike, you can get off into the trails. But we have all that set up. We have actually we have on Saturday and Friday morning, we have a tour guide to take people on rides.
Oh, man. So what can people expect, Brandon, when they show up? Because now, you can spend the weekend there. You got the campgrounds out there. You got some hotels that you can grab in Glen Rose if you wanted to.
Correct, yeah.
People that want to travel down it.
I mean, here's the deal. Of course, we have bands. Like, I'll give you the band lineup. On Thursday night, we have Kim Yonkin. A lot of you guys know Kim. We've got Ashmore playing on Thursday night. Friday, we have Electric Church. They're a badass band performing at the Viper Pit. Then we have Big Daddy Band. Saturday, we bring in Triple Lindy, which also we're flying in Randy James. Y'all remember Randy James from 19.5? Yeah. He'll be there. And then Saturday night, we have the band Rock and Roll Over, which is like a Kiss tribute band. They got all the pyrotechnics, all the cool stuff. Now, that's our band lineup. We also have Zach Webb on Sunday at 2 p.m. We've got some people downtown performing as well, some acoustical. And then amongst all the band, we have MMA fights going on. We have the midget wrestling downtown. We have, biker games, like where you grab the weenie. We have pillow fights. The big highlight last year was probably the MMA fights. That was a big deal.
For that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I love a good fight.
Now, is that that's in town or is that at the campground?
Majority of the stuff that I just mentioned is going to be at the Viper Pit Playground, which is just 3/4 of a mile from downtown. And that's where the Jello wrestling is going on, the beer belly pageant. That way we have something for the ladies. We'll have the beer belly flop, where you flop into water or Jello.
Beer belly.
The guys get Jello wrestling. You get beer bellies. I love it.
Well, for the ladies, the MMA fighters those guys are in pretty good shape.
That's for the ladies. The MMA is for the ladies.
Yeah. But we do have a cash prize for the ladies that want to Jello wrestle, though. So we got some pretty good cash payout on that.
I'm retired.
We got to get Pitbull into the ring.
I'm retired.
Yeah, now you guys are going to be downtown, man. We got a space for you guys downtown. Y'all can do your show live. Y'all can entertain people. I mean, y'all want to do some crazy stuff, we're all for it, man.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we are super stoked. And like I said, we are more than happy to bring in interviews, do interviews all weekend long. We are just honored to be part of this, man. This is great.
Well, let me talk about downtown for a minute. On Friday, we're having the Vikla Day. So La Vikla Vida, they're going to come out and host a show. And of course, we have like some tattoo artists inside. We've got some guys that do like special knife sharpening and engraving. A lot of vendors downtown. And then Saturday downtown, we have the Only Baggers show. So we have a bike show on Friday and then one on Saturday as well. So the Only Baggers are presenting that show on Saturday. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to forget. I'm doing an interview from I'm stepped into H&H Supply, some of our bars involved in the rally. They're in Glen Rose, but they also have another sister bar that's going to be called the Bait Shop. It's in Walnut Springs downtown. And then if you're out riding, we're going to encourage you guys to go check out Chalk Mountain. It's a really great ride. And there they have the Blackie's gas stop on Chalk Mountain. So they got 3 bars. I'm actually hanging out in one of the bars right now, kind of just pulled over. We're in town today promoting our sponsors, American Metal Whiskey. They're helping put the rally on, our big sponsor. So make sure you support those that support the.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because after the show right now, I am heading to the liquor store to pick up that whiskey. That I'm telling you, I wanted Sunday so bad, and it was closed. He was like, "Go pick it up." So I'm going to pick it up today, right after the show. I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah, so there.
Yep, you got disconnected, bro.
Oh,
there we go.
Are you there? Back? Okay.
Yep. What is that?
You there?
There it is. Yeah, American Metal, man.
All right. The problem is I didn't want to hang up on you guys. I was scared I messed this up. I forgot to put my do not disturb package on my phone. And then I was too committed. Like, man, if I hang up and get back on, your guys gonna pop up and I'll screw up the show. So unfortunately, I got people calling through.
It happens, man. You're out remote. It happens. Did we lose his feed?
No, that was.
We're on a delay. We're on a delay. No problem, brother.
What's the delay for? In case I cuss?
No. It's just a delay.
Watched this show?
It's just on a delay.
I've watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
No, you can curse.
I get flagged all the time.
Yeah. We got a counter for her.
Now listen. You're downtown. You guys, I'm going to give y'all a lot of liberties down there, and I know y'all happen to have a. Well, I've actually worked for the pinup girl stuff, so you kind of mentioned. I don't know what y'all have in mind, but if y'all throw it at me, I'm sure I'll say, yeah, let's go with it. I'd love you guys to be involved in the biker games.
Oh, we'll definitely. I'm going to see if I can get my bike towed down there. We may. I'll trailer my bike down because I got to take all the equipment in the car.
Yeah, I can put the trailer behind the tree.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, could I do the biker games on a trike?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I got my.
You're going to try to do the slow races, right, on the track? Slow race.
Yeah, the slow races, and don't put your feet down. I'm good with those, man.
I might bring the crossbow.
We got a bunch of fun stuff. I mean, I don't want to give it all away, but it just, if you know anything about my company, Sunbrew, we shave people's heads. We do. I mean, you name it, we've done it. So we'll give people a bunch of trash to put on as clothing. We'll do a fashion show like that. So, I mean, we're just out to have a good time, man.
Now the Sunbrew girls, they're going to be out there, right?
Yeah. They also cross over to become Viper Vixens. It's a crossover promotion.
All right. Now, are you the promoter or founder for Sunbrew?
I am the founder of Sunbrew. I'm Sunbrew Brandon. It's the tattoos. I'm locked and loaded in my arm. You see that? So I'm fully committed. I've been doing that for about 20. Been doing that started in '99, and I've been doing the bikini stuff and promotional events since 2003. And we got heavily involved in the bike world around 2006, 7, and just started never look back. Just stay going at it.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job, and this Rattlesnake rally is going to be amazing. This is your third year?
Second year. This will be our second year. Started last year, went in the dark, kind of just went, kind of winged it. Had a great time. Had some, hopefully the bad weather is passing right now. We're getting that out of the way, so we have 2 weeks have perfect weather. So it's last year was a blast. This year's going to be even better.
Yeah, last year I saw the videos from my neighbor. He had his trailer out there, and they got hit with some bad winds, and a storm, and tents were flying all over the place at the end, and his whole canopy got broken off his trailer.
Yeah, I lost a couple tents. Well, there's a video that shows we had the Rattlesnake guys out there, the Cowboys from Hell. They're gonna be downtown in a secure spot this year, but we actually had their whole tent. The stakes come out of the ground, like 2-foot stakes, and their tent blew across the campground into the house.
He told me, and because he is deathly afraid of snakes, and he was going to be, and the guy said all the snakes were accounted for, but I think 7 died, right?
I'm good with one
from the
snake,
storm.
but not like.
Nah, actually, none died. The truth of the matter is, to make people feel at ease, there was a rumor that one of them got away, but they all were found.
Yeah, he said all were found. He was like, but still, it is like, oh my god! But that's cool to go.
That sounds like a pickup line for the McKnight. I found the snake.
Yeah, you want to see where the snake is?
There may have been 1 or 2 that died. Now you mentioned it, but I think they were all.
Are they going to be back this year?
They're going to be downtown this year in a secure building.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Cowboys from Hell will be downtown. I'm sorry.
Put them right next to our time. We'll interview them.
Hey, listen. When that I'll kid this out. When that happened, I assumed the snakes were on the loose, and all I could think about was Metroplex Customs is right next to it. I'm like, oh my god, those guys have got snakes crawling through their legs right now. It was freaky, man. It was a very scary moment for a second there. Yeah. I mean, aside from the 90-mile-per-hour winds coming through, but again, I mean, it's only 30 minutes of chaos. The rest of the weekend was perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's what they said, man. It was a lot of fun. So you got events going on Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday?
Thursday?
Yeah. Saturday, I mean, Sunday's normally a day that slows down, but you know what we call it, the Town Appreciation Day? And of course, all the bikers are welcome. But if you live in town and have an ID, it's free to come in. And we have Zach Webb. He's a great artist. We used him last year, but he's going to do the town appreciation party. But it's welcome to all the bikers, of course, because a lot of people come out and ride on Sundays in this hill country.
Yeah.
A lot of riders. And we're we're fortunate. We have Fatal Clothing back involved this year, the great clothing brand that helps us out. We've got Icon Water, of course, American Metal Whiskey, helping support our efforts. And looking forward to working with people like yourself, And we just love connecting with the bike community, meeting
Without
friends.
doubt, we're honored and privileged, man, to be out there with you. We want to promote it. We hope this becomes an annual thing for us with you. Be a nice partnership. We'll do whatever we can. Next year, beforehand, we'll get some of the sponsors on the air. We'll give them some airtime. Let them promote. Bring the bikini girls.
Yeah. They're a big part of it, of course. Hey, real quick before I forget, because I have 0 notes here. Only thing I had was like a list of the bars, because I'm at a bar. But I have a special for you guys, for your listeners, 20% off. So if they go to TexasRattlesnakeRally.com, just TX for Texas, TexasRattlesnakeRally.com, and they want to check out anything except for vending spots, they're gonna get it's 10% off discount, and they put 99 radio for the discount code, 99 radio.
Oh, yeah.
But the first 10 people that get online and use that code get 20% off. So that's it's free to go to the rally, but if you go to the Viper Pit, there's a weekend pass, or you can get a daily pass. But they'll get 10% off using 99 radio as their coupon code, or the first 10 people that get online and use that will get 20% off.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, man. If you can send me that later on, because we will post that all over our social media.
In a text.
Yes, not a problem. I'll get that to you.
We will get that out, man. Thank you so much, man. Brandon, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I want to say, if you don't mind, one more thing.
Friend, my other friend.
Yeah, we're coming down with a big crew.
Awesome.
Hopefully this year.
Very cool. We're gonna have and also it's important, Saturday's a special day for the troops. So I forget the technical what it is, but basically it's like salute the troops and the military. We're gonna try to start with a parade Saturday morning, let the local veterans lead it. Just try to create something new, like a tradition. And then we've got a lot of local hot spots we're gonna post up on our Texas route. Follow us the page on Texas Rattlesnake Rally. And we'll be putting like giveaways, ways you can enjoy your experience a little bit more, because people like free stuff. And stuff like these hats, for instance, from American Metal Whiskey, keychains, all sorts of cool stuff. That'll be on Texas Rattlesnake Rally on the Facebook page.
Now, if somebody wants to come out that weekend and say they want part of the campground, and they camp out,
is that all on the website?
That's all on the website. Along with, is there? I'm sure there's not RV.
We call it boondock style. So there's no more RV, plugins, but we do have the waste. They'll come out, they'll dump out your waste, your black water, whatever they call it, the bad water, and then they'll also come out and fill your RV up if you need it, and then we have tents out there as well. And then if you have a VIP pass, you can't get a VIP pass. What that gives you is an upgraded bathroom experience. Yeah, that's right, a bathroom experience. It's a nicer, instead of the portables. And also you have an indoor shower with that. And we are making arrangements for some outdoor shower situation for the people that are camping out.
I love that.
All right.
So, and with the VIP pass, you also get the upper deck that overlooks all the action. And you get VIP seating for the MMA fights off the poster. And you have a VIP concierge girl that's there to kind of help you out with your drinks, food, whatever you need, and just assistance of some sort. So we have that going on as well.
It's going to be one hell of a weekend. It's May 14th through 17th, right here in Texas, man. This is the place to be. Make your plans now. Get on the website. Get your passes. Get your VIP passes. Music, MMA fight, midget wrestling, yellow. There is so much stuff going on.
Your belly.
Best tattoo and worst tattoo contest, and we have tattoo people at both the campgrounds and downtown.
Wow, you got a lot of stuff.
I might have a bad tattoo.
Yeah, you definitely need a whole weekend for this, because there is a lot going on in Walnut, Texas.
Walnut Springs,
Texas, man. A lot going on. And if you don't have an RV and you don't want to sleep in a tent, you want to do it kind of the bougie way, Glen Rose, right down the block, has hotels available. You can go get a hotel at one of the bougie hotels and come in for the weekend. And this way you have your hotel if you want to stay there. If you want to not rough it with the rest of them.
Or you can go see one. Check your luck.
There you go. And we're gonna be posting up all the riding spots, places to go, other bars to visit, parts of town. So there's a lot to do, man. It's gonna be exciting. And it's about the fun, but also it's about the ride.
That's right. And for those who, I mean, everybody who in Texas who's had a bike knows the hill country, knows how beautiful it is to ride it. It'd be great to just wake up, roll out of your tent, get on your bike, and take a nice morning ride through the hill country. Then just party all day. That's living, man. That's living.
That's bike life right there.
That is
Cool, man. Well, thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate y'all support, and I'm looking forward to work with you guys. And also check us out on Thursday nights. We're at the Cottage every Thursday night in Dallas. We're having a really big bike night. So we've had 11 in a row of no rain, and hopefully tomorrow, I don't know, tomorrow's looking kind of bad for rain, but we've had 11 weeks straight of bike nights on Thursdays with no interruption.
Well, we're going to definitely come out and at least cover one of the bike nights and start promoting that as well for you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll come out. And I'll get with you if you have any of your sponsors for even, because we got 1 week, we got a couple of weeks before the 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks. So if you want any of your sponsors on the show next week, let me know.
Yeah.
We'll bring them on and promote it, as well as they support you.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Well, cool, man. Again, thanks for having us, man. And do you have anything else, or?
No, man. Look, homie. Maybe we'll show up there. We got Sol Perez, with homie and friends online. He's like, I'll show up at the Cottage. He's always going for a little quickie. Thank you, homie. Support the Cottage bike night on Thursday nights, man.
Yeah, I know, homie. It's my boy.
Yeah, homie, yeah. Homie, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He does a lot of fundraising too, man.
He does, man. Yes. That's one thing about homie. He's always carrying that little satchel around. You know?
Yeah.
Just give him $1, $2, $5, whatever you can, because at the end of the month he donates that to a charity.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good guy, real good guy.
He's a good dude. All right, Brandon, thank you so much, brother. You stay well, stay blessed. Can't wait to be out there in Walnut Springs for the Rattlesnake Rally.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Take care, man. That was Brandon Shaw with the Rattlesnake Rally coming up May 14th through 17th here in Walnut Springs. Go onto their website. This is going to be the ultimate biker weekend. Actually, it's biker family friendly, the whole thing. They're going to have a parade. They're going to be honoring our veterans. It's the place to be, man. Make your reservations now. Get there. We are going to be partying our asses off. You excited?
I got the dogs taken care of. The kids gone. I'm like an expert tailgater, and this is like
all right
up my alley.
Can't wait. And I hope homie's going to be there. I hope homie goes.
I'm excited about the MMA fight.
Yeah, the MMA
I love
fight.
a good fight.
Yeah. I'm into the Jello wrestling myself. I want to see some Jello wrestling.
No, I want to.
And the midget wrestling.
I want to see
I know Tigger's not going. Tigger won't go to the midget wrestling.
No.
But I will definitely go to the midget wrestling.
I might have to take one for the team and take her to the bar.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll do that.
You do that, and me and Spring will do the midget wrestling.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Hey.
I hate to jump back in, but I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason y'all both couldn't participate in any number of these events.
Well, she's 6'1". I don't think the midget wrestling will be good unless you have a as a beanstalk.
No, I wasn't trying to have her be part of the midget, but we have a lot of. I've met her. We met a few times in person at the pinup event at Maverick Harley, so I'm familiar with her work. But I'm just thinking the Jello wrestling and the all this activities you guys are welcome to jump in.
I can get in the beer belly competition. There we go.
That's a tough competition, buddy. You got to be training for that one. Hey, but I want to say this real fast. For the MMA fights, it's open for people to enter that. So you can, I'll post up on the Texas Rattlesnake Rally how to do it. But we have a couple local guys that have entered to fight that.
Wow.
You don't have to, yeah.
Fighting back in the day in college, I signed up.
Did you really?
At a bar. There was open fight night, and I got.
Did you fight? Did you go in the ring?
I got heavyweight champion of Kansas.
Did you really?
I sure did.
Are you going to jump in the ring?
Hell no, I'm old now.
I do know we have a girl match we have 3 girls entered. We got to find another contestant for the third girl, but we do have 1 girl match for sure, and we do have a couple locals from Walnut Springs that are entering, and it's going to be fun to watch the local guys see what they got.
in the.
Hell yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Let me judge my competition, and I'll let you know if I'll get in the race.
Okay.
Once again,
Cool.
man, this is an interactive rally actually, because you can join in. You can join in and get it.
Pick your trouble. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
touch
right.
screen. What
Get
do you
into
think
the ring,
tonight?
fight some midgets, get in some Jello, get a belly. This is a cruise. This is a cruise on land, man. This is the ultimate cruise on land.
I'm glad you said what you said about anyone can enter. We call this the people's rally now. There's been some stuff happen, and this is the people's rally. It's for the people. It's not big corporate. It's just it's for people to entertain themselves, be part of it, enjoy it, and take ownership of it. Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's
So
gonna be
that's the vibe we want.
Where I know you from? Yes.
Oh, you met?
Yeah, at the he was emceeing the pinup contest at Maverick, and I was contesting, and I lost. But that's
Oh,
okay.
well, he wasn't a judge. He was only
wasn't a
emceeing.
judge.
I was not a judge.
I love being an MC at my events because I don't have to judge the girls. I get it.
Yeah. No, I've emceed most of their stuff. I worked for Longhorn and Maverick quite a bit.
I was
Enjoy
like,
those.
you said like Maverick, and the voice started kicking, and I'm like, oh, yes,
There you
now
go.
I know who I'm talking
Small world, man. Small world.
Yeah, one thing about our bikini contest, we run it like FMX motocross, like a freestyle show. So all the girls, there's moves. So instead of just watching a boring old smile, walk, pose bikini contest, they do stuff like the Jenna Jameson crossover, or the Cindy Crawford twister, or the thinker stinker, the donkey kick. There's all these moves they're doing. So we do play-by-play of the moves.
Well, I want all those moves to be written on a shirt, or I need them. I would check them off. Oh, she did the donkey stick, or she did the twister thing. Hey, so Brandon, where are you right now? I see a bar behind you.
Yeah, I'm at H&H Supply. It's a bar. I'm in Glen Rose. I was out here for meetings, and they are one of the people involved in our rally. So I'm just posted up here to do the quick interview. It's a real nice bar.
Bring us over to the bartender, man. Bring us over to the bartender.
The bartender?
Yeah, let's bring us over to the bartender. Let's meet the bartender.
Let's meet a bunch of good-looking girls back here.
All right, bring them over. Bring them over. It looks like a cool bar, man. I want to meet some of the page. I want to meet some of the people.
They can't hear you. See, he said I'm gonna do sign language. He said hello. She said hello. So she's the manager. I just met her. What's your name? Hannah. And then
Hey, Hannah.
They said hello.
9.
I guess I could unplug my ear set and I could talk.
You want to talk? Can y'all hear? Oh, they're there.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how's it going? You're Hannah?
Yes.
He's managing the bar.
Hey, well, welcome Hannah to the 99% Radio Network. If you can do us a favor,
What is your signature drink that you have?
I was going to buy Brandon a shot.
Oh, yeah, dude. I want to buy him your signature shot of the bar. We want to buy that.
I don't
We'll do him later.
I don't. I usually just do kind of straight up shots. I don't do anything too crazy. But I have been making a zombie brain and swamp water a lot lately for certain people.
What? Well, a swamp.
Things are totally in my realm.
You know what? When I had my bar back in New York, swamp water we gave to the shitty patrons, and it was everything that was in the beer mat. Is that what your swamp water is?
Oh no, but that's funny. No, that just there's a bunch of different names for that one, but no, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't want that shot.
What's in the swamp water?
I'm sorry.
What's in the swamp water?
It is. Oh gosh, there's a couple.
Oh, you're on the spot. Just kidding.
There's a couple different ones. I did Malibu, blue curacao, peach schnapps. Or no, maybe it was lake water. Yeah, lake water, not
Lake
salt
water.
water.
So-
Sorry. So it's Malibu, blue curacao, peach schnapps, and pineapple.
Ooh.
I know my girls would be drinking that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to try some swamp water when we come.
Yep, I'll be here.
All right. Well, Hannah, it was a pleasure to have you here on the 99. Looking forward to bellying up to your bar and having a couple of drinks.
Belly in the
Put my
competition.
belly on your bar.
Absolutely, thank you.
Hope to see you soon.
Hey, you guys want to hang out for just like 10 more seconds? I'm going to show you downtown how pretty it is here.
Sure.
That's
Fantastic.
weird that I say, like, let's see how pretty downtown is. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, bring us on a tour, man.
We're on like a.
Here we go. Let's see here.
Yeah.
The walk. So here's downtown. There's the old court building. Now this is Glen Rose, okay? This isn't Walnut. But if you guys know anything about Glen Rose, you know it's all about the dinosaurs.
Yes.
That's right.
I went to that dinosaur. What is that? Where you go walk? Yeah, it's a park. I brought the kids there. They were real young.
You can actually go down this river and see all the footprints and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Holy crap! I remember that. Yeah. And they look for like dinosaur rocks and yeah.
So when you come through town, I mean, like I said, we're going to be in Walnut, but you're going to pass through Glen Rose, and it's just a really cool little town. I'm going to do a little 360.
Sure.
And
there's a dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean, as you drive through here, you're going to see tons of dinosaurs. It's really cool. And they have like a little museum. They have the first ever. This is where you got your ice. So, and this is boring stuff, so I'm going to quit talking. But this is the first ever ice stand over there. If you can see it, a little building.
Oh, it's the ice what?
I can't see where I'm pointing my camera at, so there's a little building somewhere through there. And it's for you, but they have a block of ice. You come in here, they chip off a piece of ice for you, and you'd have your cold drink that way.
All right.
So it's pretty cool, pretty neat stuff here. Anyway, like I said, this is probably boring for your listeners, so I don't think they give a damn about this kind of stuff. But there you go.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the cute little town vibe, and I love that it's going to be taken over by a bunch of bikers here soon.
Yes.
This guy's got his moonshine right there. This
well,
dinosaur.
now you're talking.
Yeah, they got a museum here. It's really cool here.
Potter, give me some moonshine.
Moonshine.
Yeah, so this is part of the thrill of this area is just all the cool little town stuff, the vibes you can drive around the sea. There's a lot more going on, so it's definitely a scenic route, you know.
That looks like a
Oh yeah.
jail.
That's what I was gonna say. That looks like a little jailhouse.
That's where you're gonna find me at the end of the
Yes.
rally.
That's just where you got your stuff from, your ice water or ice, and then over there was a jailhouse behind me over there, somewhere in that picture. There's a jailhouse, and there's actually some dinosaur footprints they've pulled out of the ground and put up. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off in, but look forward to meeting you guys, man. Y'all had a great show, and I'll talk to you.
Brandon, thank you very much.
We'll
all right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Brandon Shaw with the Rattlesnake Rally. Give us a little tour of Glen Rose, man.
I was sneaking in and like, we thought he was gone. He's like, wait.
Yeah, I gotta show you some more. And introducing us to Hannah.
Okay, so now that is definitely on the bucket list.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna go in there and meet Hannah.
We gotta meet Hannah.
We're gonna have a swamp water.
Yes. Yep.
Belly up to the bar with your
Hell yeah.
championship belly from the.
My belly's slimming down, though, man.
You don't have a belly.
I don't have a belly. I'll put something up on the bar. Well, on that note, yeah, okay. Didn't say I was going to win. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back right after these messages.
What we believe in at Glenn Larson Law is doing one thing and doing it really well. When I meet people, I always tell them we're going to uncover every single rock possible. That's the medical component, that's your story, and your voice.
We've solely focused on personal injury, whether that be a slip and fall accident or a commercial 18-wheeler, a motorcycle or DWI, motor vehicle accident. We specialize in that and that only.
When someone says, my neck really hurts, I know exactly how that feels. There's so much more to an injury case dealing with the pain level that people go through and how it affects their lives. And I know how to advocate to make sure that the insurance companies take all of that in consideration in every case.
We're very transparent and open to always keep them informed and stay on top of their case at all times.
Because we're a little bit smaller in team numbers, we're able to really dive into every single case and develop not only a client relationship, but a friendship and a lifelong connection.
We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll meet you anywhere at the scene, in the hospital, at your home. Whatever's best for the client, we will do every single time.
There is a connection component that I believe our firm is committed to. We want to be connected with you and your family beyond this case so that you know that you have a lifelong partner. Not just a case, but a lifelong connection and a lifelong voice. And we look forward to serving you.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitched on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smiles, standing at attention. Teasing waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
I'm Sassy Sin with Battle and Betty's, and I ride with the 99% radio.
Hey, welcome back to 9am Radio Network. Just seeing two people that just jumped on our feed, which is great. Aaron Jordy. I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
At least
you're talking about car shows. May 2nd, there is his car show for the Morgan Fire Department car show at 905 Morgan Street, Texas, in Morgan, Texas, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Aaron's car show benefits the volunteer fire department out there. They want to looking to get a new brush truck. And John Santos, the world's best. He can, what do you call it? Not ventriloquist, impressionist. That's it, impressionist. I had one too many waters.
I didn't give him anything today, Tigger.
He is the best impressionist. he used to call Tigger on her birthday, and he does an amazing Trump. Oh my God, he does an amazing Trump.
I need you to do that for my.
Yeah, John. If you oh man, you should have John. If John,
can you do a drop?
John, can you call real quick?
99?
Can you, John? Can you call us really quick?
Can you you need to do a drop for the 99?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Oh, we can't call anymore. I got to give him the link. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can give him the link. Because that would be so great if he could do it.
So confused
if he could do it
on who was calling, because you and our other host like tricked me saying that somebody was calling in, and I want to say maybe it was Trump, and I'm like, no way. The whole time I'm thinking he's calling it. And
yeah.
And it took me a good
I would like to.
Wait.
I would like to hear John Santos as Trump right now telling us on what do you call it? How everything went with the assassination attempt.
Oh.
How he feels and how Melania is. So let me see if I can just send this out to him real quick. Maybe he can jump on real quick. I don't have it. I don't have his number. I thought I had his number.
Oh, you failed.
I failed. Maybe. Well, I'll get him on Facebook. Hold on. I'll get him on Facebook.
Do it next week.
Let's see. Give me a break. Give me a second. There we go. I got him.
I'm
gonna message him right now and see if he can come on.
I love talking about.
I don't know if he can come on. Let's see if John Santos can come on for a quick second. Great impressionist. Let's see if he brings his maybe Trump's at his house and he can tell us what happened during that event. Yeah, and what he thinks of Jimmy Kimmel. That
I don't know. I mean,
I believe in freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, but there's a certain point where you cross the line, and I think Kimmel crossed the line 100%.
I have to say, I don't ever recall. I mean, I'm sure after I say this, somebody's going to post something that another talk show host or something said something like that.
Oh,
like in a dark humor. I mean, I get like, but about a death.
You know, you should never ever, and especially listen, like the guy, hate the guy, whatever. He's the president of the United States. You should never want to celebrate or wish harm on anybody, especially the president of the United States. And you know, Kimmel's got
wish
such
him out of office. Don't wish.
right,
Yeah.
and he's got, you know,
So you get out and vote.
what sucks is he's got influence over a lot of his listeners. So some of his listeners, you know, just like this guy who did the assassination attempt, you know, believes all that false rhetoric.
Is there free healthcare in California? They need free healthcare in California. Free mental health care.
Free mental health care is what they need in California. But I guess
they like to give shit away. Why aren't they giving it free?
Yeah.
Free healthcare.
Yeah, they're embezzling too much money. They got all that fraudulent stuff going on, you know. But
yeah,
I don't think Santos is going to come on. I think he just popped on and popped off. We'll get him on. Yeah. So let's bring on. Let's get it to the meat and bones of the Mongo log, and let's bring on Mongo right now.
The meat potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
Mongo! Santa Maria! Never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo! Got him.
Oh, welcome, Mongo.
Hey, what's happening? Going on?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh, another beautiful day
in sunny California.
In sucky California.
Sucky California, man. Woo. You know, I wasn't surprised to hear that person that tried to take out our POTUS was from California. That was not surprising to me. It was either there or Minnesota, one of those.
Yeah, well, and then of course, everybody on the extreme left wing media is saying that it's all a setup. He was hired by Trump, and I told Roxy this morning. I said, yeah, Trump hired him, and then he told him, hey, listen, I know you're going to do life in prison, but I will keep your canteen fully funded for the entire time you're there. So you're going to have $25 in that account all the time.
You know, the guy shot a Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
I mean, how they could say it was a setup.
They can't.
No, it is crazy.
No, but the problem is there's a section of our population that actually believe that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? The women on the Chew, they said it was all a setup too, so I believe it.
Yeah, those crusty women will believe anything.
This is why we need to bring back in the day when cavemen, we weeded out the weak.
Yes.
If you couldn't hunt or fish or provide for yourself, you didn't make it in the world.
Yeah.
So all these people that are living off of free shit, that have an opinion,
they watch The View.
You back in the day wouldn't exist. Because you wouldn't survive, because you can't.
It drive me crazy because my mom would say, no, I'm very conservative, but she watched The View every single day.
Who?
She believed my mother.
Oh.
She was alive.
I'm not gonna lie, back in the day in college, during daytime, I had them on, but it was before I really understood the difference between the Democrat and Republican. Like, it wasn't so thick then as it is now. Now, I mean, oh my God, I'm like, I can't even look at them on even a news story.
Well, listen, I can't look at really any show that's going to focus, especially a daytime talk show, that's going to just focus on political aspects. Yeah. You know what? Let the news, let the news do that. Right. You know,
where did it get to? Like, what opinion do you have?
Right.
You sit on a table.
Right. And you're yentas. You're nothing but yentas. When is it going to be the next cooking show? They're going to start talking about the Democratic and Republican different foods, and don't eat the Republican food because it will make you this, or don't eat the Democrat food. You know, it's getting to a point where it just want to.
Republican?
Huh?
Have you met a vegan Republican?
No. All Republicans eat meat.
You know, it was nice a long time ago when you may be Republican or you may be Democrat, and the president was from the other party. It's like, all right, well, we lost. It's probably going to be 4, more than likely 8 years, and then we'll have a chance again. And that's just the way it was.
Right.
The people in Congress, although they disagreed, they would come together and they go, well, you know what? It's not exactly what we wanted, but we're going to go ahead and do it this way.
For the betterment of the people.
Everything seemed to function.
Yeah, and that was what they call, and the word is, they don't have this word anymore. It's called bipartisanship.
Right.
We don't have that anymore. Ever since the AOCs and the Omars and all these crazy fanatics have gotten involved.
We've been terrible since World War
XI. Have you seen that video on from me?
What?
Have you guys seen the video with Ilhan Omar that when she gave her little speech to Congress?
She was trying. Yeah, go ahead. You explain it. You're better at it.
She was so she's reading this speech. Obviously, she has no idea what she's talking about, but she's reading this thing, and she's talking about all the people that were interned during World War II. But she reads it as World War XI. Yeah, I served in World War IX. It was a rough time.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, you know what? Her mind disappeared like her $30 million just vanished.
But those are the people that people believe her
they do.
when she speaks.
They do.
It blows my mind.
I don't get it, man. I just saw that they indicted Fauci finally.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I haven't seen any news at all today, but I did see that yesterday. That's good. I don't know if anything's ever going to come out. It seems like they always indict people, but nothing comes out of anything. Because the same thing happened to James Comey today. He actually appeared in court today.
Who did? Fauci?
Comey.
Oh, Comey.
Yeah, like I want to see them in the uniform, like the prison uniform, walking into jail. They don't. Where's the whole process?
Yeah, and Fauci, he during COVID,
we watched
he's to me he's direct responsible for all those deaths.
Yeah.
In the nursing homes, he lied.
Fauci, if he was smart, he would have just taken the money as soon as he heard this stuff was coming down the road and left the country.
Yep.
Go find some place in a non-extradition country and just live your life.
Yeah, where they fought World War XI.
That's right.
Oh, well, we are always looking forward to this special moment of the show with the Mongol Log. What is the Mongol Log about today?
Okay, so today, I know 3, maybe 4 years ago, I did one on the missing indigenous women, Indian women. This one is kind of a follow-up on that, but I've included within the missing minority women also the minority Black women, and more specifically with this one is the missing Alaskan indigenous women. So it's the missing minority women.
Yeah, that's
huge. That's one aspect that we don't think about. Alaska has an alarming rate of missing people and rape victims in Alaska.
Right. Well, the ratio of the women up there
Yes.
is very
something we never touch on.
or something.
Yeah. All right.
There for a little bit.
So without fail, man, the famous Mongol Log.
All right, here we go. The United States faces a deeply troubling crisis that has not received the attention that it deserves. It's alarming to learn the number of missing or murdered Black women and girls in this country. Despite the devastating impacts on families and communities throughout the United States, this epidemic has largely remained a silent one. It's time to confront this issue with the urgency and coordinated response that it warrants. This issue within the demographic is often underreported, but represents a notable portion of total number of missing person cases. Their stories often receive less media attention compared to other demographics. Advocates for Black females, as well as critics of an inadequate system, highlights a stark radical divide in how missing person cases are covered, with the focus being primarily on white victims. By the numbers, Black women and girls are disproportionately impacted by abductions and disappearances that are actually reported and then investigated in the United States. Nationwide, despite them making up only 16% of the population, approximately 40% of the 250,000 women and girls who are reported missing are people of color. These numbers highlight a perceived disparity in law enforcement response and media coverage. Unfortunately, since these cases involve Black women, they are oftentimes underreported and underrecognized. It perpetuates a perceived environment of neglect. Missing minority women, particularly Black women and girls, often receive significantly less media attention compared to their white counterparts, despite making up a larger portion of the actual missing person cases. Now, a couple of years ago, I opined on the parallel topic that also demands attention, but is actually a separate category in and of itself. This is the issue of missing Indigenous women. These particular women face the additional hardships of limited physical access by their families to very limited law enforcement resources, combined with the difficult to reach and available social services. Added to these obstacles, there's a limited number of cooperating witnesses to assist the investigation by both police as well as tribal police. Our government should be very proud of the lifestyle that reservation living provides to our Native Americans. The last remark was sarcasm, of course. Opportunities and services on tribal land are few and far between, but the Indians do get land, gambling casinos, government aid, and recognition of their tribal roots. They receive very little national attention, and their issue of missing Indigenous women continues to occur at alarming rates. The crisis involves both their abduction and murders. This issue is linked to systemic violence, including domestic violence and sex trafficking, and has led to various grassroots movements advocating for awareness and justice. Sadly, although this occurs in the developed Western world, specifically in the United States and in Canada, it's almost an ignored issue, particularly regarding the general public's awareness. Multiple reports from 2025 highlight delayed law enforcement responses, uneven reporting protocols, and under-resourcing the frequent circumstances surrounding these missing person cases. A May of 2025 report from tribal and minority-focused organizations flagged chronic delays and limited interagency cooperation that's disproportionately affected Black and Indigenous communities, and calls for enhanced collaboration and funding to close investigative gaps. The recruiting theme across these analyses is the procedure failures, not just the initial disappearance. Shaped outcomes because late or incomplete responses reduce the likelihood of a timely recovery and resolution. Every year, thousands of Black girls and women vanish across America, disappearing from their communities, from their families, and from our collective awareness. Despite the staggering numbers, their stories often go unheard, overshadowed by a media system that frequently overlooks missing persons of color. Their stories are not making the national headlines. Sadly, in addition to the disproportionate statistics on missing women of color, Black women are 6 times more likely to be murdered than white women. Black women and girls are disproportionately affected by human trafficking, where they face higher rates of exploitation both within the United States and internationally. These young women are preyed upon more often because of their vulnerability, which is compounded by a lack of resources and support when they do go missing. Statistically speaking, Black women are less likely to receive the same media attention and sympathetic narrative of their victimization than are white women. This proportion reveals a painful truth. Black and Indigenous females face unique vulnerabilities and systemic neglect when they go missing. That last statistic regarding Black women may be at least in part because of an incident that involved Carly Russell. Carly Russell was a nursing student from Alabama. She gained national attention in July of 2023 when she falsely reported her own kidnapping. Her story began on July 13th when she called 911 claiming to have seen a toddler wandering alone on the interstate. After making this call, she disappeared for 49 hours, leading to a massive search effort. She reappeared at her parents' home on July 15th, claiming that she had been abducted by a man and a woman. Russell described her ordeal as being held captive and later escaping. Police exhaustively investigated her ordeal. She was ultimately arrested and charged with making false statements to the police. This case was given national attention, and when it was ultimately revealed to be a hoax, many in the media had egg on their faces. The media sensationalized this crime committed by white people against a Black woman in America. The story was embarrassingly debunked. Congratulations, Carly. You and Jesse Smollett should do a combined "sorry, I forgot to tell the truth" apology to her. Don't get me wrong. Don't get the wrong idea here. The media is partially at fault. A story of such aggravated violence against a young black woman committed by white people is perfect for ratings and racial division. There is such urgency to be the first to report a sensationalized story that networks and reporters don't do their due diligence to investigate and then report verified facts. Unfortunately, the old saying of "if it bleeds, it leads" is the mantra of our modern news outlets. The fight is only just beginning. While recent events have sparked interest within the issue, a number of minority missing persons have benefited from the increased attention. This is not a social media trend that can or should go away. Permanent solutions are needed in order to truly address this issue. While there are a few nonprofit organizations that have taken justice into their own hands, eyes should remain on the two most powerful resources that have the ability to create systemic change: the media and the legislature. The intersection of racism and sexism contributes to the marginalization of minority women, leading to their stories being less visible. Recent campaigns and initiatives have aimed to highlight these cases and push for better media and law enforcement responses. This display highlights systemic issues of bias and neglect in how these cases are documented and addressed. Obviously, we as a society require more community engagement. Collaboration between media, law enforcement, and community organizations is also essential to improve case management and public awareness. Now, I personally don't believe these cases receive less priority by law enforcement, as many advocates would like to project. The crisis of missing minority women highlights the need for systemic change in how these cases are reported, investigated, and addressed to the community at large. Knowledge, advocacy, and unity are the key to bringing about justice and ending this crisis. All missing persons cases deserve justice. They and countless others are more than just a hashtag. And that, my friends, is that. Whiskey improves with age, and I improve with whiskey. My name is Mongo. Whiskey goes in, wisdom comes out. I smoke cigars and I know things. Mongo is out, and now back to you in the studio. Cannot hear you, brother.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
All right. Well, welcome back. I'll just repeat it. Welcome back. And, this is something that's got to be touched on because, like you said, if it bleeds, it leads. If it lies, it thrives. It's just the media just grabs something and they run with it without really fact checking it. We learned that back in the Tawana Brawley case back in New York when Al Sharpton tried to, he coaxed that young girl into claiming that she was raped by police officers and a lawyer, and it turned out to all be fabricated and lies. But that was just his stepping stone to be the person he tried to be, some political advocate. And we have so many of that out there that spread these lies, and nobody's doing the fact checking. And our law enforcement is running dry, chasing leads that are fake and false. And the media just jumps right in on that.
And unfortunately, the media, instead of doing a little investigation, they go with the story and they sensationalize it and they start putting blame and they put these ideas in people's heads. It's this community, it's that community, that maybe, but let's look into this thing before we start making the big story. But everybody wants to be first.
Right, exactly. And getting back to this assassination, getting back to this assassination attempt on the president. I forgot which news channel it was, but they said that it was a white guy. They automatically blamed a white guy for the assassination. It turned out he wasn't a white guy.
Well, you know what? Trump did a good job because he put that guy's picture. He insisted that guy's picture get released right away.
Yep. And
I shut that down right away.
Total transparency.
Yeah.
But accountability is what we need too. A false report to the police that you were kidnapped. What is that? A misdemeanor? What are you going to do? You're going to get a fine and maybe 30, 60 days in jail.
Or
That should be a felony offense.
Probation.
Huh?
Or probation.
Or probation. How about all the man hours that the police used in those in trying to track this person down? Where did that taxpayer money go? They should be on the hook for the thousands and thousands of dollars on that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, it's just the way society is right now, and it sucks. But these people should be held more accountable for their actions. The media should be held more accountable, and same with like even Kimmel. Kimmel should be held accountable for his actions.
Yeah.
Any other country would have had
Yeah.
his hands cut off by
Yeah,
now.
you can't hide behind the freedom of speech when it's a lie.
You know, Kimmel, I'm sure you remember Sideshow, the Man Show back in the.
Yep.
Hey, I remember
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah. So Kimmel and Adam Carolla were hilarious. It was very inappropriate. If you didn't want to watch it, change the channel because it was funny for what it was. But they were like being real. I mean, they were being real. But
right.
Carolla went on to, he kind of faded out for a while, but he went on just to be himself. Now he's back in the spotlight. But Jimmy Kimmel sold out. He became the douchebag that he is, and he just went on downhill from there. And I don't think I haven't watched him since, but he's a douchebag.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, they played a clip the other day with Johnny Carson, and it was during the assassination attempt of Ronald Reagan. And that night, the day Ronald Reagan was the attempt happened, it was supposedly the Academy Awards, and they canceled the Academy Awards because they didn't want a night to celebrate a president being shot. And Johnny Carson came on, and I guess he was hosting back then, and he said, you know, this is a time for America to really come together and back our president, blah, blah, blah. You know, they canceled it. Here, we're highlighting it into a point where we're trying to make it right, that it's a good thing to do.
Oh yeah. It's society sucks right now. It really does. We're just way too divided.
It's disgusting people like that who have that airtime that are getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars. They live behind their 10-foot walls. They have no idea what society is all about, but people are believing them, and they should be held accountable.
Well, you know, Donald Trump was loved by the left and loved by the media back in the days when he was just a rich dude that would come to their events and donate money.
Yep.
The politicians loved him. Now you listen to like Nancy Pelosi, and she says that in her opinion, he's the most vile person she knows, and she hates him. It's like, seriously?
Right.
The most vile person? Look in the mirror, baby.
Yep. Yep. Well, he was giving out money. They loved him, but then all of a sudden, he didn't agree with them, and you could see where it happened.
Oh yeah.
Well, Mongo, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you doing your due diligence and bringing this to light. This was actually a very well-educated topic that people should note. It's not only about the Indian reservations, but we do have that problem here in Alaska as well. So thank you for touching on that subject, bro.
Well, I'm glad I got to do that one this week because I wrote this one about 4, maybe 5 weeks ago and just kept it hidden. But it allowed me not to do anything this past week except puppy training all week long.
Puppy training.
It worked out good.
I saw that.
How is the puppy? How's he getting along?
She's doing good. She's she understands that she needs to stay away from the cattle dog because he still is giving her shit. But she's actually getting along better with the little dog. We take her to play dates like at the ASPCA 3 nights a week, and she starts training on next Saturday. So yeah, she's doing good.
Very good, very good. Keep us updated. Keep
a lot better. She's not making accidents in the house. That's a good thing.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Only you can have accidents in the house.
That's right. Only me.
Only Mongo's allowed to pee on the floor.
And I'm a senior citizen, so it's allowed.
All right, brother. Well, thanks again. You have a great night. Enjoy. Sit back, have a little bit of whiskey, and we'll be talking to you next week.
All right, sounds good. Adios, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
The world famous Mongolog, Mongo bringing it each and every week. Man, he is just you listen to his monologues and it really they're thinkers, man.
They're thinkers.
They're good thinkers. Well, Pippo, we had another productive show highlighting all of our
all the things.
All our things, man. All the things. All the things. So just real quick before we wrap it up, this Saturday, the Brotherhood for the Fallen Car Show at 4201 Heritage Trace Parkway, Fort Worth. It starts at 8 a.m., ends at 2 p.m., but the day does not stop there because at 2 p.m., Don Graves' 101st birthday is going to be held at Roanoke Live at 309 Oak Street. You all know Don Graves. Don Graves is an icon, an American hero, 101 years old. Come out and celebrate over at Roanoke Live with Don Graves right after the Brotherhood for the Fallen Car Show in Fort Worth on Heritage Trace. Then you also have the Morgan Volunteer Fire Department Car Show at 905 Mary Street in Morgan, Texas. That goes from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then for our East Coasters, Motorcycle Mayhem and Rockin' the Road for a Cure, you got the May 3rd Boogie for the Boobies.
For the boobies.
Boobies. And Dawn D'Amelia is going to be hosting that. That is at TC Whiskey Rocks at 419 Great East Neck Road in West Babylon. For our East Coasters there, the Boogie for the Boobies at TC Whiskey Rocks. Rockin' the Road for a Cure, Dawn D'Amelia and
Babylon.
In West Babylon. She's a 3-time cancer survivor. She has dedicated the rest of her life to supporting all of those who are battling breast cancer. She does amazing things. Check her out, Rockin' the Road for the Cure.
Boogie for the boobies.
And Boogie for the Boobies at TC Whiskey Rocks at 419 Great East Neck Road in West Babylon. Great events coming up, all for good causes, all for good charities. Come on out. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Come out, support, be part of something bigger than yourself. You can make a difference as well by just showing up and, buying some food, buying a couple beers, donating a little bit. You're helping another.
Even sharing the event.
Even sharing the events. Yeah, share our show, man. It's all about when the rubber meets the road. Sharing is caring.
It is caring.
All right, you got anything to wrap this up with?
No.
No, you sure?
Yep.
Done?
Yep.
All right. Well, I want everybody have a great weekend, a great week, a great rest of the week.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
And we'll see you next Wednesday. We'll see you Saturday at the car show.
Yes.
All right.
That too.
And until next week, if you could be anything in this world, be kind.